Our last session began with our adventurers facing what remains of Elizabeth Durst. The battle was little obstacle, and despite her cult's heinous activities, the group did lay her to rest in her tomb. The chanting grows louder down below, and entering into a sacrifice chamber, the remnants of the Durst cult urge the group to sacrifice one of their own. They refuse outright, and from the depths of the chamber, a shambling mound of flesh draws upon them, and an arduous battle begins. On its last leg of life, the flesh creature swallows Beacon, upon which he saw the infant Walter inside. Beacon reached out, playing a soft gnomish lullaby, and all at once the mound melted away around him. But in that instance, our heroes saw a vision before them of Strahd von Zarevic. Difficult to tell whether when this lies in the timeline as far as Ignacio is concerned, but he does mention that Elizabeth Durst was attempting a ritual to something that was not him, and if it had been successful, may have seen her usurping him. Although he says this was little concern, as the ceremony was rather shoddily put together. But regardless, he does curse the Durst household that every full moon the house would become animated again, and the inhabitants would suffer eternally. And with that, the scene fades away. You all are still in this other room. Beacon, you are in this hallway to the sacrifice chamber. The flesh mound has melted away below you, and from the water you would see bits and bits of bones just coming up. And I will retcon, in your arms is Walter, but he is very clearly passed away, but he looks peaceful. He does not look like he has suffered.
Human child to take care of.
I
was going to lose my mind.
Why would you do that?
I could have.
That's your baby.
Just know I could
You
have.
have to take responsibility for this baby, Liger.
It would be like a Sony kid.
Okay, sad dad simulator, gotcha.
Yeah, you're so right.
Son of man. God of boy.
Boy.
What is dad of boy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Beacon just sort of holds the baby, and I don't know, he does the prayers.
I put a hand on his shoulder and like, come, my friend. We have one more member to put to rest.
Okay. Can I collect?
Okay, sure, whatever.
No, wait, no.
I don't know, man.
All right, Beacon looks somberly at the child for a moment, and then nods his head, and then he collects all of his javelins. And he picks up the ritual dagger, and he sweeps the room for anything else. And then he goes.
I guess Beacon and I go, and we go put it in the family crypt.
All right, Beacon will put Walter in his crypt.
His pedestal.
Yep.
It's like a
well, it basically is. They're supposed to put a coffin atop it, but there's no coffin. Thalin, are you going with them, or are you going elsewhere?
Which direction do I need to go to get the thing to get the bag?
Over here.
Yeah, you threw it at the statue of Strahd, remember? So Beacon and I are kind of doing at this point, what is the routine of like we're doing our prayer service for the third time, or fourth time?
Yeah, this is. I think it might actually be the sixth because you did one for both the parents, for Rose and Thorn, and for.
I don't think we did like a prayer service for the mom. I think we just kind of put her in the coffin, and I slammed
put her in the coffin.
Yeah, that's correct.
Beacon said a prayer. I don't know if he did incense and all that.
Thalin, as you go into this room, you would notice that it almost looks like the statue's eyes are watching you as you reach down and pick up that sack of flesh that you had previously thrown aside.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, you guys see.
Right.
While you guys have this ceremony going on, you see Thalin just walk back into the room.
Hey, what's up, man? Thalin, did you do anything to conceal the bag, or are you just wearing it on your hip?
No, I put it in a different bag.
Well, then I'm not making an active perception check. Fuck it. All right.
Don't want to get scalded.
All right, my friend. I believe our business here is done, and I doubt that the house has much more in store to keep us trapped here. Shall we proceed to the exit?
That would be best.
Should we not make use of the shelter for the night?
if you want to sleep in the creepy fucking haunted mansion that's tried to kill us 3 different ways, like 3 or 4 different ways since we've gotten here, be my guest, my friend. I would prefer to rest in town, in a nice bed, in an inn. Besides, the children implied that town was not an insurmountable trip for a child to make on their own. I at the very least, we would be in town within an hour.
I believe when they said that was the house speaking.
Yes, but I don't.
It does not.
I do not want to sleep. I do not want to sleep in this fucking house. Okay.
Very well.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, you guys taking the stairs back up to the attic?
Yes.
Hey, Ray, what is the ritual dagger? Is there anything special about it?
Besides the fact that it looks nice, not really. I will say that, hold on, how much is a dagger? Surely not much. Okay, it's normally worth 2 gold pieces. Go ahead and crank that up to 4 gold pieces.
Oh, fuck, we're in the money.
I'll melt that down for parts.
Just like the idea that like we're in this creepy fucking like I just imagine that there are knives that are coming out of this creepy fucking murder house, and like a shopkeeper will be like, "Oh, there's family knife, gotcha. That'll be 4 gold pieces. I've got 50 and I've got 30 in the back." So
as you guys pass up these stairs, you can feel like the house swaying and creaking a little bit more. As soon as you make it through this staircase, like you notice that the house looks completely different. The walls are completely rotted, and where there are doors, you would see that there are swinging blades that have been put into place. And it is essentially just like decomposing before your eyes.
You know what? Let's take the trapdoor to the main level. I don't want to deal with these fucking sword doors.
So you go back to try to use the door, and the door is no longer there.
Damn it! All right.
I did ask you guys if you were going to the attic, and you said yes.
I thought about it, but I'm like, okay, surely it's just like whatever. God, son of a fuck. Okay.
All right.
Is there any kind of like mechanism that we can see, or is it literally just like video game blade hallway? You gotta time it.
First of all, I need you guys to roll me some initiative.
Oh, here we go! Fuck. Fucking god damn it! All right, that's 16 on the dice.
15.
14.
14. Okay. Oh my gosh, we have the same initiative thing where it's Ignacio, Beacon, Thalin. It's always Ignacio, Beacon, Thalin.
Yep. Right. Yeah, well, listen, at this point we might as well just log it in. Alright, well...
So from what you can tell, going back to your previous question, you don't see any kind of mechanism. You kind of get the idea that this is something that was just made entirely by the house, because it doesn't make any sense that it's just swinging here without any kind of indication of where it originated.
Bullshit video game hallway. Gotcha.
Ignacio, you are up. Beacon, you are on deck.
I guess. Okay, so tell me about this door mechanism thing. Okay. What do I gotta do? What are we talking about to get through this?
Well, are you wanting to immediately dive in, or were you wanting to do anything else?
Is there any way that I could potentially get this thing to stop? Is there like any it's not like there's like a mechanism. This is just like some weird like spectral blade that's like slicing up and down, right?
That is correct. Yes, it's basically slicing back and forth.
Alright, well, I guess it's just an acrobatics check.
That is correct.
Alright, acrobatics. 18 on the dice, plus 5, that's a 23.
You are able to, like, get your footing, and you manage to dive through just in time for the blades to not slice at you. And you are now in this hallway that is leading down to the secret door. And you can take your full movement.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take my full movement down the stairs.
As you make it into this secret room right here, you would you would be able to hear like blood-curdling screams coming from the nursemaid's room, and you would hear a woman that you recognize as Margaret saying, "Tell me to push one more time, Inala! One more time, I swear to the Morning Lord!" And then she continues to cry out in pain.
Ignacio kind of like quirks his head. He's like, I don't think I've ever heard of a haunted house or like a cursed abode using the sounds of childbirth to intimidate. That's new on the list.
This house keeps surprising you. By the way, I didn't narrate it, but Lancelot is back with Thalin. Whether he picks him up or not, I am not entirely. So as you make it into this room, you would see that the fireplace is belching smoke that is completely black, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and say that I took a dash action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
I'm okay with the dive being like
save.
One of your
19 on the dice. I don't think I've ever rolled this good, like this consistently in my entire life. I'm actually kind of losing my mind. That's a 20. That's a dirty 20. I'm sure. No, trust me. I'm sure there's a very critical roll that I'm gonna fuck up completely.
You have managed to, like, seeing that it's coming out, like, so quickly as soon as you enter the room, it seems to operate on the same logic that Rose and Thorn were up above, where as soon as you are beholding something, it starts to react. Luckily, because of that, you're able to react in time and pull your cloak around you in such a way that you can shield your mouth from the smoke and your eyes.
I call back up the stairs. Smoke on the second floor. Cover your mouth if you're coming down.
Alright, is that your turn?
Cover your mouth when you're coughing down!
That's not what I said! Fire on the second floor! Cover your mouth if you're coming down!
Hey, if you're up there is fire, cover your mouth!
Ignacio, is that your turn?
Oh, yeah, that's my turn.
Alright,
saying
Beacon, you are up. Thalin on deck.
Okay, so you said the room was, or that the house had become much more dilapidated and that the wood was rotten?
Yes.
I'd like to make an attack action on the floor.
Go for it.
You're like, actually, I don't want to do that acrobatics roll. That seems like it'd be a bad time for Beacon.
10.
A 10? Okay, and roll me some damage.
Oh.
It's floor, Liger. It's not hard to hit it.
Floor.
You have to slap down from where you're standing.
Liger, genuinely, it might be harder to hit the broadside of a barn.
So it's going to be 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay.
8 slashing damage.
Out of curiosity, are you also, like, how big are you swinging? Are you trying to get it to where you and Thalin can both fall down?
I just want to make a hole that Thalin can jump down if he wants to.
Okay.
Typical man.
So...
What? I don't want to make someone fall without being prepared for it.
So, Beacon, you would, slash through this, and you would fall to right here on the floor below. And Thalin, you would witness as he manages to pull back, and as soon as he slashes through it, you catch it before he does, you would see a swarm of rats fall upon Beacon.
Do I hear like the skitter of paws as they fall through the hole?
Yes, you would absolutely hear the skitter of paws, the screeching as they would fall upon him, and they are going
What kind of vermin are we dealing with here? Some are worse than others.
Rats.
Okay, and that's going to be a 6 for their initiative
roll. Not great.
Not great.
Beacon, my friend, can you get sick?
Can Beacon get sick?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay, Thalin, if you are about to be bitten by rats, I need you to be intercepted by Beacon. Beacon, I need you to get bit by these rats.
What?
So that other people do not get bit by the rats.
You as much as me.
The disease. Rats are diseased animals. We do not have a whole lot in the way of medicine out here.
Okay, Beacon's
gonna just get out of the house.
Beacon's gonna use the rest of his movement to go down the stairs.
Okay. If you're going that way, you will provoke an attack of opportunity from the rats.
That's fine.
Okay. They will scuttle around your feet as they attempt to bite you, and that's an 11.
If these rats crit. Okay, I was about to say if those rats crit.
Yeah.
No, 11 does not hit me.
Okay, go ahead and keep moving then.
One of them crawls into your chest and it's just nibbling at your core components.
Alright, where can I get to? I think around where
so you haven't used any of your movement yet, but you have used an action to slash at the floors.
Yeah, so I have 30 movement left.
That's correct.
So if I were to go down a spiral staircase, how far would that get me?
1, 2,
about
3, 4. Wait,
about where Ignacio is, right?
5, 10,
yeah, basically.
20, 25. You'd be like right before the landing. So you would be right next to Ignacio.
Alright. I love that we just call him that now.
Yeah, that's his name.
It is Ignacio!
Thank you, Thalin!
Yeah!
Thalin, oh wait, Beacon, is that your turn?
Yeah, I think can I...
It would have been so much more fucked up if I had said, thank you, Thalin.
I think if there's a way to provoke I'll do that.
Okay. So, Thalin...
Cast compulsion on rats. Wait, no, I'm not level 1. Wait, I'm not level 2 yet. That's... I can't.
If only.
Wait, do we still are we still at our, like, I guess we didn't really take any hits, aside from me, who took a,
yeah, you took your own
single point of damage.
I took a single point of damage, so I'm at 10.
Don't worry, I'm not mad about it or anything. Anyway, Thalin, you're up.
I wonder.
Follow them! What the hell?
Are you going down, are you jumping down the stair? Or down the hole?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, if you jump down the hole, that's, I mean, you can take a dash action after that. You get the weight.
You'll have to take an opportunity, though.
Yeah,
or actually, wait, you could take a disengage action, end up exactly where we're at, and not take it. Well, no, they already used the reaction, so you can just take the full dash.
Oh, right.
Hey, Thalin,
taking a dash. I'm out of here.
Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check to see how well you land on the floor.
Come on.
It's gonna be a low DC.
8.
Okay, big decisions have big dice.
Is this first one?
Acrobatics was a 17.
See, it was gonna be an 8. So there you go, Detdet. You land almost right on top of these rats as they're skittering around you and attempting to climb up you, but they cannot attack at this moment. So what are you up to?
Incredible. Well, okay, so does anyone else have to make a Constitution save as they come down?
Yeah, that's right. They do.
I did tell them to cover their mouths.
Yeah, I will say, Beacon, make me a Constitution saving throw at advantage because you knew it was coming.
Also, robot.
I was about to say.
Do you still breathe?
No,
not traditionally.
He has innards that make him go.
My plants will have a hard time though. That's a natural 1 on. Oh wait, and with advantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Whew.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Like, you rolled 2 nat 1s? What the hell?
It's an 11.
An 11? That is just enough. Luckily, you're able to kind of shield yourself from the smoke getting into your plants, essentially. Maybe by kind of like furling your cape around you.
Where did Thalin end up going?
We don't know. We kind of had his turn interrupted.
Sorry.
It's okay. Thalin, you are now down on the 3rd floor. Where are you heading?
The same direction they went.
Okay. Are you dashing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and dash.
1,
oh yeah,
2,
Thalin.
3,
Constitution
4,
saving throw
5.
at advantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, perfect. Okay, keep going.
You see, look, we're fine.
If you want to see dice rolls, I will show.
No, I trust you.
No, it's all good. Do you want to keep going, though? Because you still got, like, essentially another floor's worth of movement left. So you can keep just going down.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Thalin, I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw as you enter this room and the fireplace before you is also belching out smoke. But this one you weren't prepared for.
10.
10? Alright, that's enough. Luckily, you still have whatever means of keeping yourself safe from the floor above kind of pressed to your mouth to where it doesn't affect you as bad. You can definitely feel it stinging at your eyes, but no obvious side effect has happened so far.
We need to get out of here. This sucks.
It's what I've been saying. How long have I been saying we need to get the fuck out of this house?
I did not hear you till now. Let's leave now.
Since you have left the rats' immediate vicinity, they're not smart enough to follow you. We'll skip their turn. Ignacio, you are up. Beacon on deck.
Fuck it, I'm gonna take a dash action.
Go for it.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Help Margaret give birth.
5, 6, 7. I do not think there's anything we can do for her at this time, my friend.
She is on her own. We're leaving.
I feel really bad for
9.
her.
Then you can stay with it.
11. My full movement would take me right here.
Okay, really quickly, you need to make me another Constitution saving throw because Thalin did not warn you about this one.
I was thinking about mentioning that, but I'm like, you know what? Well, fuck me. Can I wait? Would it make sense that I would just still have my shirt around my face because, why would I take it off when I'm still on the floor that has the smoke?
That's completely fair. Make me a roll at advantage.
All right.
Over your mouth.
18 on the die. 18 on the dice, that's a 19.
Okay, you are perfectly fine. You still have it so secured over your nose
Okay,
that it's not
I'm going to move here unless there's like an obstacle or some bullshit that you want to throw my way.
Yes, I would, actually. You would see that there are those same swinging blades that are swinging between.
Alright, well, I'll make an acrobatics check.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Hey, so Ray,
Uh-huh.
you remember how you said there would be karma?
Yeah.
That's a nat 1.
Oh boy, okay. So you jump through this, but because you've got your shirt over your face, it kind of just like crumbles up in you, and you are going to fall into this, and you are going to take...
Oh no, that's too many dice!
13,
I'm dead!
13 slashing damage.
I'm
only has
dead!
11.
I only had 10! Do I at least make it to the other side of the door?
I will say that you managed to jump, and you are at the other side, even though you are laying on the ground with these slash marks across you.
I'm bleeding to death.
Yeah.
I'm making death saving throws.
So
we can't do that.
And if only one of us had cure wounds.
If only. So Ignacio, on your next roll, you'll be making death saving throws, unless someone is able to stabilize you.
Yep. All right.
So, Beacon, you are up. Thalin, you are on deck.
I feel myself slip, and you guys hear like me start to swear before it's like cut off with like a scream of pain, and then like a thud, and then there's silence.
To be fair, I could have like been really mean, but the 2d10 was mean enough.
Okay,
2d10's like crazy. That's like fucked up. That's fucked up to do to somebody.
Well, don't jump in front of like slashing blades, Detdet, with a natural 1.
+5. I have a +5 to Dex. I should have been fine.
Okay, so how do I get downstairs? Should I start hitting the stairs?
You could just walk down them, you
You
psycho.
could walk down. There's nothing in the way. Just walk. What's wrong with you?
Hey.
Why does everything gotta be a fucking project with you, Liger? I know professional demolitionists who are less eager to destroy shit than you.
Damn. So how far do I get?
30 will put you right at here. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
First roll is like 19.
No, don't even bother. That's high enough. You would go... Are you dashing?
Can I, if I dash, provide a healing potion to Ignacio with a bonus action?
You would have to get to him first. And that wouldn't require going through the blades.
Hold up.
Let's see if you can make it even.
Phelan, do you have any spell slots left?
Oh, you're just shy.
I can't do a Baldur's Gate where I just throw the potion at his dead body.
I mean, you could, but you could miss.
I still have
take
up for you.
Thalin still has spell slots, if I remember correctly.
He better. He only
but
used one.
Thalin would also have to get to you, and you're in the middle of knives.
All right, Beacon. That is the end of your turn. You can throw it at Ignacio.
Bonus action.
You can throw it at Ignacio, but you would have to.
Bonus action?
You would have to make it at a disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because it's going through saw blades.
Yeah, you're throwing it through video game guillotines.
But it doesn't matter if the bottle hits you; it matters that the juice hits you.
Yeah, but the juice is also stopped by blades if it hits the blades.
Yep.
No, it breaks open the vial.
Yeah, but then it falls on the floor below it, and that's 5 feet away from him.
Not if it's got inertia.
I don't think it's not quite.
You're not thinking about the realistic physics, Ray.
I guess I'm not with these saw blade guillotines from a video game, am I?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. All right.
I've got like 3 turns.
Ignacio, no.
I was hoping for it.
So I gotta make the acrobatics check, huh?
Thalin, you are up. Ignacio, you are on deck.
15? Acrobatics?
15? Okay. You managed to, like, jump through this, and maybe it's because, like, you witnessed Ignacio fail so spectacularly that you're able to dive through it just the perfect time to where you don't take any damage. And you are now on the other side of that with Ignacio. But as you turn, you would see that the entrance is being slowly bricked up.
Damn, me too.
I'd like to cast Cure Wounds on Ignacio.
I go for it, man.
Please and thank you.
So sorry.
That was so stupid.
8.
Wow. Oh wait, 8 total or 8 on the dice?
8. Total.
All right. I am back up to 8.
I like lower my eyes, just.
All right.
You're okay. Let's go.
So is that your turn?
Like, I kind of like stagger back up to my feet. Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, Thalin, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Ignacio, you are now back up to your feet. You would see that the walls around you are starting to turn flesh-colored, and the entrance is slowly being it's slowly being overcome with bricks.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a running jump, and I'm gonna try to leap through before it gets too bricked up for me to get through.
Yep. All right, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
Surely I can't do another nat one. That's 16 total. 16
total. You managed to jump, and you roll through it, and you are now on the outside of what you will eventually call the Death House. Is that the end of your turn?
I was about to say, because it was just the acrobatics check. I didn't actually technically take an action, right?
That's correct, yes.
I'm going to go ahead and the next person, I'm going to ready an action. The next person through, I'm going to give them the help action.
Mm-hmm. Beacon, you are up. Thalin on deck.
Beacon can reach the entrance. He'll go through the knives, I guess. Whatever.
Okay.
They're knives. They'll make a roll. But I don't know what the roll is.
It's going to be an acrobatics.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20, let's go!
Yep, he just walks through it.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
He walks
just like,
the blades swing and they shatter.
No, not quite. You managed to time it so well that you step through while it's still swinging.
Machine precision.
And you don't even need to make me a roll on that last one, nor Ignacio do you need to worry about the help action, because Beacon is ready. He manages
Beacon is ready.
I just realized I should have inspiration that nat one. God damn it. Whatever.
So, Beacon, you are now outside. Is that the end of your turn?
Beacon will prepare to the help action.
Okay. Chuck, surely you can't
mess
this up.
Fuck you.
Going outside.
Helping people is your thing?
Okay, go ahead.
You can't steal my bit.
We'll see if this is even necessary. Chuck, go ahead and make me a acrobatics check.
17.
You guys don't even need to help him. You guys are arguing.
We're too busy arguing.
Yes.
This is my favorite
dice.
This is my favorite dice tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
Yeah.
So you manage to, because they're arguing, they aren't able to assist you much, but you don't necessarily need it as you jump out. And if you guys turn to look at the house, you would see it is in a total state of disrepair. All of the lights are off, but if you look closely, you can swear that you see like two small figures looking down from the attic and smiling at you before you're certain that there were no figures at all. It was just some dusty old drape. And as you're standing outside this location, you would see that there is a basket in front of you.
Has the wall fully bricked up?
So first of all, whenever you got through and you turned, you would see that the door is a gate. And it's just a regular door.
Okay.
Should we
I'm gonna pull the bottle of Champagne de l'Eston that I got from the house. I'm gonna pull it out, uncork it, and take a swig straight out of the bottle.
That is ash. That is ash that is touching your tongue right now.
No! I take a flask of oil. I spit it out. I cough. I'm like, you fucking goddamn house! And then I take like a flask of oil. I take a flask of oil. I stuff the Durst will into it like a Molotov cocktail. And
Can I make a check to see if that was human ashes?
Hold on a sec, Chuck. Go ahead.
So I take that flask of oil. I shove the Durst will into it. And then I light it like a Molotov cocktail, and I throw it through a window.
Gotcha. So
I was gonna do that.
Chuck, go ahead and make me a nature check. And Detdet, I want you to go ahead and what would a Molotov cocktail be? What would that be?
A throw
11
check.
I'm about to say it's like, wouldn't it be like a finesse sort of thing? Wouldn't I be like make an attack roll? I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
That was
that is 13 on the dice. Plus 3. Do I add my proficiency bonus to that?
Yeah, you're not proficient in Molotov cocktails. How much did you get again?
16.
16? Okay. You throw it in and you hear an audible crash as you start to hear like the flames slowly building and you finally see some light within this house. Thalin, with that 11, you would like stoop down to look at the ashes that have been spit out from Ignacio's mouth, and you are certain that these are just like ashes. It's not human ashes, not humanoid ashes.
That would have been so horrible.
How are we going to flip the property now?
Out of curiosity, Ignacio.
My investment.
It was mine. I decided to liquidate.
The linseed oil.
Detdet, you did have 2 wheels. There was one for a windmill and one for the Durst house.
Oh, it was the Durst house one.
Okay.
I still have the windmill one on me.
That's what I was asking. So, like I said, there is a basket below you that is very expertly woven, and you would see, ironically enough, another champagne doula stomp inside, as well as 2 letters. And
I angrily pull out the cork, and then I give it a careful sniff before I swig.
Okay, it smells fine. It smells like it is actually fine.
I take a very heavy swig. Actually, no, wait. First, I take a bit of a water. I take my water skin and I like wash my mouth a little bit to get rid of the last of the ashes, and I spit it out, and then I take a swig of the wine.
Okay, so
Deacon will take the letters.
Okay, that's fair. Ignacio, maybe it's because of the day you're having. You're pretty sure that this is just good wine, but boy, right now, is this the best wine you have ever had.
Oh, sweet libations. And I hand the bottle over to Thalin.
Mm-hmm. So, Liger, or Beacon, what you would see is that there are 2 letters, one of which is in an envelope that is not sealed, and the little flap is open in such a way that you could, like, get it. It looks like it's intended to be pulled out, while the other one is sealed with a wax seal.
I would like to make an investigation check on them before opening it.
Whichever one you don't open, I think Ignacio would like to take a look at.
Excuse me, you read all the other letters.
Okay.
Okay.
I said whichever one you weren't using.
All right.
That's a nat 20 investigation.
Nat 20? Okay. What are you specifically investigating? You said you were trying to, like, open them?
Well, I was, like, looking them over. It's like, because, like, one of them has a wax seal. Does that wax seal have, like, a symbol that I would recognize? Like,
absolutely. With that natural 20, your heart would drop to your stomach if you had either such organ, because you would recognize the seal as being the same ones on the banners that were pouring in during the war, back when this was still the Kogan Valley. You recognize that as the seal of the Von Zarevics.
I see. It would seem that we have a secret admirer. I will open them.
Oh, did it?
You're opening both?
Don't trust that.
What is not to admire?
He's like, no, fuck you. I'm reading both of these letters.
I'm opening both of the letters.
Okay, so you would look at the one that is
my Strahd voice.
That is first, like, on the one that is not sealed.
Did Strahd write this?
You don't know.
Most impressive. Thank you for cleaning this world of my domain. Your efforts are appreciated, even if for just one night. Please accept this small gift to help your recovery. If you would be so kind, please deliver the remainder of your contents of this basket to Master Ismark Kolyan. Welcome to Barovia.
And something I forgot.
I nudged Thalin, and I'm just like, why is he doing that voice? I didn't know he could voice this.
Maybe this is programming. He can do it and we cannot.
It's bizarre. It's fucking bizarre.
No, that was like a narrator voice.
The more he talks, the more questions I have about these robots.
And inside, you guys would see that there are 3 potions of healing inside this basket.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Whoa! Wait a second. Were we supposed to deliver this to Ismark?
Oops.
Oh,
Ismark?
right.
It said, this will help with your recovery. Please deliver the rest of these contents.
Oh, so the wine.
Well, shit. What is it? Surely I can buy another bottle of wine once we arrive in town.
What is the vintage?
Is Champagne de l'Eston?
Mm-hmm. Are you going to open
I
the
give
other
some
one?
to the dog.
The dog will sniff.
No, do not give the dog alcohol.
You don't know if that dog's
like a little. I find a tiny little bowl. I'm like, hey, bloop, bloop, bloop. Here you go.
Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check to see if you can get this dog to drink wine.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
This is fucked up. Why are you getting this dog wasted?
So fucked up, dude.
Oh, I have a +4 in animal handling.
I don't know if you deserve it.
Can I
with
stop
this behavior?
You can absolutely stop him.
21. No, you cannot.
This dog's a wino.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can get this away from Thalin before he tries to give it to the dog.
Oh, no.
It's a 19.
Not quite.
Nope.
You try to, but maybe it's because you're like divvying up the potions that like your hands aren't exactly free at this moment. Thalin, despite its reservations, you would see that Lancelot would go over and sniff the wine and start like lapping it up.
I didn't give him more than like 2 capfuls.
Yeah, he would still lap it up.
Let me just...
You deserve it, dog. You did your job. You're still out here with us. You deserve it.
I was just looking up is wine bad for dogs?
Wine.
Ignacio is kind of like in the background. He's just like, no, he actually, I get
dogs.
Carry the wine.
You should know that. You should know that.
Have the 2.
Additionally, wine is made from grapes, which is also toxic to dogs.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Could we make a nature check to like retcon this? To like would like Thalin know that this is actually fucking awful for dogs?
Go ahead and make me a nature check there, Thalin.
Somehow I feel like it.
Oh no, not a nature, please.
You're a druid!
This is big decision. That's a 19 on the dice.
No.
Uh-huh. That is an 18.
Okay, you would know that not only is...
Why would you say no like that? I got so scared.
You would know, like, as you put this down, you would be like, oh wait, isn't alcohol bad for dogs? Wait, aren't grapes, like, poisonous for dogs? And right as it's slow motion, the dog's tongue is coming out.
I snatch it.
Uh-huh.
And I drink it.
And
That's
he was just like,
no,
I'm sorry, this is bad for dog. I take I take my water skin. I'm like, here you go, buddy.
And he would drink
that. You drink that, you won't die.
God. Let's head on down the road.
Are you going to read that other letter?
Wait, I want to make sure. I want to make sure the house is caught on fire first.
The house
before we leave.
Is very slowly blazing.
Oh, thank God.
Let's read the other letter.
Okay, Liger
in the burning light of the house.
Yes, well, it's really dark, so it really helps, especially for only for you, Ignacio.
It's the reading light.
Liger, I'm not going to make you read this for reasons you will understand soon. I'll read this. It says,
okay.
My dear friend Ismark, it is with heavy heart that I pen this letter, and with deeper compassion that I offer my condolences for your departed father. Having lost my own father in such a gruesome manner, I am familiar with the torments that follow, and I expect much the same for you. Although tragic, I hope this misunderstanding has served as a reminder of the cruelties of Barovia, and the utter madness it is to oppose your count. Your defiance has run its course, and further mercy I can no longer afford you. For your sister's sake, I implore you to accept my proposal on Irina's behalf, and hasten her to my castle at once. Women are such simple creatures, and I fear further trauma may agitate her already acute hysteria. Please accept this vintage as suitable dowry, and I await the day we share a glass not as adversaries, but as brothers. Your dreadlord and master, Count Strahd von Zarovic.
I like sit back and I'm like, wait, it was expensive enough to be a dowry. Oh fuck. Oh shit. and then like a second later, I'm like, wait, is someone impersonating Strahd von Zarovic? Has someone assumed his name and title?
I think he may, in fact, just be alive at this point, bro.
No. I hastily like recoiled the bottle and I put it back in the basket and I'm like, this is... I may have fucked up here a little bit. I may have fucked up just a little.
I look at the bottle where there's like...
It's just wine.
There's like 1.5 glasses left.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I make a roll to see how much we drank?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me.
What? Alright.
I'm just gonna say, just roll me a d20.
Alright.
Just a 20.
That's a 5. That's a 5 on the dice.
Oh man, there's not much left, man. You look, and there's like a puddle of wine.
God.
Like,
can I
take the
do we have
rest
any grapes in our rations?
Smash the rest of it. It's gone.
Do we have any grapes in our rations?
That's up to you guys.
I don't know. Do you have yeast growing in your fucking chest?
I have an herbalism kit.
Oh my god.
This is called moonshining. It is illegal.
I don't think I have any grapes, no.
We're doing that episode of Futurama where Bender becomes a beer keg.
Do we
I have grapes. I have found 4 grapes.
Oh, 4 good berries, gotcha.
Oh.
No grapes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm allowing you to have 4 grapes.
We're going to town.
I've got alchemist supplies as well. If that would be able to help. Anyway, yeah, we're heading to town. Fuck
okay, so as you guys are making your way into town, kind of trying to figure out what you should do about this bottle of champagne, the moon is hanging heavily overhead. You see that it is now retracting from its lowest point. Exactly what time it is, you're not entirely sure, but you do see that the town, it's a very small village, and there are a few lights in some of the houses, but as you enter into the town, you would just see the dilapidated state that it's in. And you're sure you see eyes behind some of these windows, and occasionally you'll hear someone sobbing.
I do not want to be here. This is not...
Is it is the sobbing coming from any one house in particular, or is it just around? There are many people who are crying in the background.
You would see that there is a 2-story townhouse, and that is where the majority of the sobbing is coming from. You think you hear someone shuddering in the background, but you know for a fact that there is active sobbing coming from that house. And you would see Lancelot kind of scutter before you, and he would run up to the house and start scratching at the door.
Oh shit! I knocked on the door.
You would as you're knocking on the door, Ignacio, you would not hear anything except for further sobbings. But whenever Beacon comes up and says Gertruda, you would hear some movement from inside, including something being moved aside, and then these bolts coming undone, and you would see a very disheveled woman, tears running down her face, really deep eye bags underneath her eyes, and she would look to you, Ignacio, and she would say, "What do you want? What do you want?"
We found your dog.
I turn sharply and look at my 2 completely tactless companions.
What did I do?
Oh, you had already established this. This is an established character trait of mine. I kind of gestured the fucking.
Are you Gertruda?
Excuse me, ma'am. I am so very sorry to interrupt whatever hardship you seem to be going through. We found this dog who seems to be very fond of your front door. Perhaps he belongs to you?
She would, she is not looked away from you, Ignacio, even as, Beacon's talking, and you can see that the door is so barely open that she can barely see any part of you, but she will glance down, and she will open the door immediately when she sees Lancelot, and she says, Where is she? Where did you take her? Where did you take her? Where's my Gertruda? As she immediately grasps onto the dog.
I don't know Gertrude. I know Lancelot. I do not know Gertrude.
She looks up at you guys for the first time, and she goes from Ignacio to Beacon and then to Thalin, and her eyes go wide, and she says, No, by Lord the Thunder, not again! And she grabs Lancelot and goes into her house and slams the door. And you can hear...
I want to go find out what she was talking about.
And you would hear all of the bolting of the door coming back, as well as heavy furniture scraping against the floors, as you can assume that she is bolting and barricading the door.
The dog clearly had an owner. He had a color and a owner's mark.
It is finders keepers.
I don't think that's how dogs work.
Oh, okay.
I'm fairly confident that is not how dogs work. I'm going to take a small a piece of paper And like kind of like scribe down a quick letter, kind of detailing where we found Lancelot and the fact that we did not find anyone with her, kind of like the circumstances in which, like, you know, and then I would just go on to say, if there is anything you'd like, that I might be able to help with whatever it is. Well, I don't like speaking for myself.
They're not helpful.
Well, I feel like Beacon would probably be very helpful. I think Thalin probably wouldn't give a shit, but also like
you're never home.
That I would likely be staying at the local whatever would pass for like the local inn. And that if she wanted further details or potentially some assistance with locating her daughter, to find me there, and then I kind of slide it under the door.
Oh, a daughter?
Or whoever this Gertruda is. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Somebody read the book.
Listen. Don't worry about that.
Speaking of metagaming, by the way, you guys are all level 2.
Oh, hey, sick.
I get one.
I can smite.
So as you guys like turn away from this room, from this door, you would see that the streets of this village are painfully empty, with the exception of you would hear like a creak, and you would look to see that there is a woman with a cart that is very like trying to make her way through, but you can tell that she's having some difficulty pushing the cart.
I push the cart.
Like you just bustle her out of the way. Move.
So
what?
Beacon, as you go and push this cart, you would see immediately that one of the wheels has fallen off. Thus, why it's so hard to push. And you can also see
it's a 17th strength check.
Yeah, and you could also, well, you're not having any problems. You would also see that the cart is stacked with all of these very delicious looking pies, and you would see that the woman that is holding the cart is a little old lady, and she would say, "Oh, well, thank you, dear. That's so kind of you."
Beacon looks at her silently and says in a human voice,
"Lathander." Jesus fucking Christ! I hop in as soon as I see this happening. What
would you do if you were just having a trouble like pushing your shopping cart and a robot came up to you and said, "Jesus Christ!"
Jesus. You're like, "Oh, thank you so much, dearie." Jesus Christ. And like it's like clearly like a recording. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. It seems that your cart seems to be in a small state of disrepair. Is there anything that we might do? Do you have perhaps a replacement wheel or something that we could fashion one out of to assist?
Such sweet boys you all are. And she will pat both you at your cheek, and she will lean up to try to pat Beacon on the cheek, and she says, "Oh, you should take off that armor, honey. It's a little bit too big for you." But
he's very attached. Lathander. He's also he's a very simple man, my friend. He loves the Morning Lord, and he loves his armor, and there is not much else going on up there.
But to answer your last question, she would say, "Oh, well, the daggone wheel, it just fell off back a few blocks, and I couldn't find it in this low light. I don't mean to bother you all."
Well,
he can pull out his lantern. His bullseye lantern.
Lathander. Lathander.
Are you guys looking for that?
Beacon will look while he talks to the lady.
Okay.
Yeah. My friend will see. My friend should be back soon with the wheel. Should it be possible to be found? May I take a look at your cart for a moment to assist the damages?
Oh, such a sweetheart. Please, please. And Thalin, what are you up to while all this is happening?
You're stealing one of the pastries.
I'm stuffing my face with one of the pastries.
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounds like a great idea. So he's just like, "Oh, Do y'all need help?
She will, this woman, before you're able to, like, take one of them off the cart, she will, like, hand you one herself and say, "This one's fresh, dear."
I want to check for,
poison.
Bad stuff.
Bad stuff? Okay. Go ahead and roll me.
You don't trust this old woman selling pies in the middle of a deserted street?
At night?
I do not.
Go ahead and make me
daytime exists, though.
Go ahead and roll me a investigation or perception check.
Maybe insight even.
Yeah, you can roll me any of those.
11.
11? Everything looks to be in order. This is very clearly like a venison stuffed pie, and it looks like it was very lovingly made. You can see that the little slits on top are shaped like little hearts.
Meanwhile, while he's stuffing his face, I'm like going to examine the wagon to see if there's anything like that I can tell about like where things went wrong or like what the problem with the axle is or whatnot. To see if there's anything I should do to kind of prep it for when the wheel comes back.
Yeah, and Beacon, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Oh, sure thing. It's a 9, though.
Okay, a 9. Maybe it's because like it's so dark, even with your lantern, and because like you're sure that whatever color this wheel is, it probably blends in with the stone pretty well, but you're not able to find it with just 9. I will say, Ignacio, you can see that the axle had snapped, and that is what caused the wheel to fall off.
I kind of like click my teeth as I notice this. Ma'am, I'm ashamed. I'm very sorry to say. It seems as though there might be a more. It is maybe not the simple fix that we were hoping. It seems that one of the axles has snapped back here, and that's a relatively intensive repair. You may want to find whoever sold you the cart, or perhaps the woodworker who carved it in the first place, and request more repair. I'm afraid my friend and I should be able to help you get where you're going, but you may be done for your rounds for tonight, unfortunately.
Oh.
Lathander. Well, welcome back, my friend. Did you have any luck finding the wheel? Lathander.
No, he's like nodding. He's like, no.
Can you imagine if someone nodded at you and said Lathander? What do you take from that?
I can't wait
Jesus Christ.
I can't wait for that.
Jesus Christ.
Can I fabricate a new wheel with scrap wood, maybe?
No. Do we have any scrap?
Also, do you have the ability or the tools to whittle?
Yeah, do you have carpenter's tools?
I have a 3D printer.
That's true. Do you have the necessary materials, though?
Eat the wood.
I got a couple torches. I could I've got like 12 torches. I could probably hand him a couple.
Are you gonna do this in front of this lady?
Would it be something where like he could duck into a back alley and then come back with like a fixed axle and some wood?
And say Lathander again?
Lathander. He's a man of many skills, but a surprisingly limited vocabulary.
I'm okay with that. Liger, what do you normally roll whenever you're 3D printing?
Usually it's my hit dice, honestly, but.
Goodness, how would you roll for that? I guess go ahead and.
I guess it would be. Would it be dexterity or would it be like?
I guess
intelligence or wisdom.
Survival or sleight of hand?
I was thinking sleight of hand, but you're not using your hands.
Well, like there's a dedicated tools proficiency, but it doesn't really necessarily give a stat. I guess it would probably be dex or intelligence.
Yeah, either one of those I'm okay with you doing, and you can add your proficiency to it.
Why doesn't D&D have a dedicated stat for if you've got a 3D printer in your chest and you need to make an axle and a wheel for a cart?
Wow.
Oh wait, I don't know. This is a failure of the game design, I think.
If only it's a dirty 20. But this is the second time. This is the second time that I've had a different DMs tell me to roll intelligence checks in order to have items I shouldn't have.
Yeah, well, Listen, intelligence checks
tend
to be pretty useful.
Yeah, intelligence checks aren't good for anything, so let's make it for 3D printing.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Okay, so you are.
He's mentally CNCing like a wheel and an axle.
Beacon runs into an alley, eats the torches, pops out a wheel and an axle, and then comes back out.
Lavender.
I'm so glad I'm playing a very serious gothic horror with these people.
To be fair, I don't think that our characters are bad. I think it's just like the people at the table are like, well, I guess we'll just keep rolling with this.
Yeah, I think so.
Why not?
I have an incessant need
to talk about the thunder and let's figure out what we're doing.
We are 4 people who cannot let a bit die.
Okay, so a Beacon like attaches the wheel and the axle, and then he turns to the lady and he goes, Lavender. And then he shoots out a projection from his skull of the 4 people that we're looking for.
Oh,
he yes. Goes to it and goes,
Lavender. Yes, ma'am. I'm not sure if you seem to be out and about the town, as it were. But you, in your travels, have happened to come across these any of these 4 individuals? We happen to be looking for them, specifically the elf. In the image.
She's kind of looking between you, Beacon, but like you can clearly tell that she's confused, but she has like this isn't like as abnormal to her as possibly it should be, and she says, "Oh, well, I believe it's been so many years, but having outsiders like yourself, it's so rare that of course I remember them. I seem to remember they stayed with the Burgomeister for a little bit, but that's about all my old mind can come up with. I apologize, dearies."
Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate your assistance in this matter.
No, I should be thanking you. In fact, here, each of you have one of my pies. It's the very, very least I could do for you being such kind young gentlemen.
Well, I'd like to roll again.
You would like to roll again? Yeah, go for it.
Oh, now that it's in your mouth and you're chewing.
16. It still seems like there doesn't seem to be anything abnormal about this.
Those are good pies.
Are you eating?
Pies
are you eating the pies?
Well, I'm also going to roll to check because
I don't specifically.
No, okay.
No, I would save this pie because I ate the last pie.
Oh, did you eat the pie before?
I did.
Okay. So I will say that the flavor of that one was like intense. It was like really tasty. Like it must have like.
Oh God.
You can tell that like it was made with a lot of love and care. And that checks out because it's exactly how the chefs at your home make them. But that doesn't make sense. You're not, and all of a sudden, all of Barovia is gone, and you are back at your father's home, and you are having a delicious meal with your brother Esther in front of you. Both of you laughing and talking and sharing stories from your day.
You remember when he went to sit down, you moved chair and he fell. It was a good story.
And the rest of you guys would see that Thalin takes a bite and is now saying that while staring blankly out at nothing.
I'm going to take a really hard look at this pie.
Go ahead.
I got a 19 on the dice. What kind of check is that?
That can be an investigation check.
I'm going to make a medicine check.
That's fine. That also works.
Because of like poison. Like specifically of like, is there some weird bullshit in this?
So what is that when you add up all your modifiers?
That is 22.
Okay, 22.
Yeah.
You are like, you're looking over this, and it might be Thalin's reaction, it might be like the way you're looking at this, but you can tell something isn't quite right about this, but what it is, you are not certain.
Excuse me, ma'am. I noticed that your pie, there's something about it. Perhaps I've encountered it before on my travels. There's something that I can't quite put my finger on. Is this an old family recipe?
Oh, of course. Passed down by my mother and her mother before her.
Can I make like some kind of check to see if this woman is like as she seems?
Yeah, go ahead.
What do I want to do for that? I got insight.
Go ahead and insight, arcana, or anything of that nature. If you want to do nature or history, I'm fine with that too.
It's probably going to be insight. The 10 on the dice. That's a 15.
Okay, so definitely something is up. But what she is, or what it is, or what's going on, you are not 100% certain. But she is kind of looking at you and smiling at you in a kind of knowing way.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my pie back on the cart. Thank you, but such kindness should be standard and not rewarded.
Oh, well, if you insist, and she will, like, pick up her cart and say... Oh, me and my daughters, we have a lovely little shop that's run out of the windmill that's just to the east, or to the west of here. You boys be sure to stop by if ever you're hungry, okay? Next round is half off! And she will turn and start making her way out into, like, the west.
I turn to Beacon, and as she starts to go away, I say, Beacon, my friend, keep an eye on Thalin. Something strikes me as queer about this situation. I'm going to see what I can find out. I will be back within 15 to 20 minutes. If I am not back at that... What? What?
Where are you going? There's some good pie.
I will be back within 15 or 20 minutes. If I am not back at that point, assume that something has happened to me.
Can I use my last divine sense?
But if we go with you, nothing would happen.
Absolutely. Also, Thalin, Ignacio, is Thalin still in the super? He's in that super for about 2 minutes.
Oh, actually, wait a second. Hold up. Do I get advantage on any of my checks that I was taking before because of my Hunter's Bane?
Tell me again what that does.
I get advantage on intelligence checks to recall info about and survival to track Fae, Fiends, or Undead. I choose and then so I can choose intelligence or wisdom. So in this case, it'd be advantage on wisdom saves.
Well, that's specifically tracking, isn't it?
Or to recall information about, or stuff along those lines. Like it works like favored foe. It works like a favored foe for ranger, but for those for those 3 types specifically.
Go ahead and make me a D20 roll of, I believe, whatever you did for the 19.
Oh, for the insight? Or no, that was for the medicine check.
Actually, Detdet, I'm going to establish that since it wasn't brought up yet, and she's now walking away, you would have to make another roll
that's fine.
if we're wanting to do so.
Okay, well, I mean, I can go ahead and do that if that's the case.
Yeah, if you want to, that's fine.
But
what is divine sense?
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about this.
It's okay.
Feature,
go ahead and tell me.
It feels so useful.
While Dettet's rolling that, Beacon, go ahead and tell me what your divine sense is sensing for.
I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Of any being whose presence, the type of any being whose presence is sensed, but not its identity.
Okay, so
you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell.
Okay. So you would pop that off, and you see her walking, but you don't sense anything there, besides the fact that Barovia itself is on consecrated grounds.
You mean desecrated?
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
The whole thing's desecrated. It's all fucked.
That's
not literally all of it, but it might as well be.
But that's where we have to go.
And Detdet, go ahead and tell me what you got for that roll.
I got a 19 on the dice. What exactly roll am I making? What kind of check?
That'll be nature, history, or arcana.
Nature, history, or arcana. That'd be 22.
22
on the dice for arcana.
Okay. You would notice that the way that she was like an older lady, as well as the stupor that Thalin was in, that points pretty heavily to hag behavior.
Yeah. Well, I've currently got a man who's in like some sort of dream haze, and I still got some scars from some fresh wounds from the death house. I'm going to follow. I'm going to follow her. I think I still have to follow her. I think my friend Beacon, I believe this woman is a hag. something feels very wrong, but Thalin is currently incapacitated and I don't feel right leaving him behind. I'm going to see what I can figure out what she's up to. I need you to stay here and I need you to take care of Thalin. If I am not back within 15 or 20 minutes, assume something bad has happened to me.
I am not built for stealth missions. I will take him to the inn. I point to the nearest inn. I will be over there.
Do you know where the nearest inn is? It just seems like you just pointed in a direction.
I narrated pointing to the nearest inn. Detdet.
Okay, that's fine.
I will say this is a pretty centralized location. You can see that there is like a location that is about the size of an inn, as well as being one of the few landmarks in this entire town that has all of the windows ablaze with fire.
Oh okay, no, don't go in that building, it's too hot.
Well, you know what I mean.
It's on fire.
Incredible.
Well, the way
you say. I will be back soon. If I do not return, use your best judgment.
I think splitting the party is a wonderful idea.
I do not.
I'm going to go ahead and like slink off into the mist.
Okay, I need you to go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
That's a 14 on the dice, 17 total.
So you would follow.
I don't think that +6 on her perception check.
Oh wait, that's right. So as you're making your way through, you're kind of slinking in. The mist makes it very easy for you to follow behind her. And you would see that she does not seem to notice that you are following behind her. At some point, she would stop in front of a house and knock. And you would see a woman like open the door and look around as if trying to make sure that no one else is around. And she would hand a bag to her. And the lady would offer her several of the pies that are on the cart, to which she grabs them as quickly as she can and runs inside. And then she puts the bag at the bottom of this cart and begins to walk off again.
Beacon still has his pastry. Do we still have one of the pastries?
Yes.
Because Thalin still has his second pastry.
Yes,
right?
That's correct.
Okay, good. I'm going to make sure that they do not eat that. I need to figure out what the fuck is in these things.
You need to get back there before 2 minutes is up and Thalin eats it.
Well, listen. I'm assuming that Beacon he's still in his stupor, and I'm assuming that Beacon is not going to let him eat the other pie. Now that we know it comes back.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot of assumptions.
I'm gonna keep following her for a little while longer. Basically, until I get to be about 7 minutes away from the inn, so I can turn around and head back.
Okay.
She's clearly selling these pies, and it's clearly much more illicit than it seemed at first. But I want to see if there's any kind of thing that I can gather about what's going on while this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to make another stealth check?
Yes.
18 stealth check.
18 stealth check. Oh.
Yeah.
So she is walking, and you're pretty well keeping pace behind her, and she says,
"Inspiration. Use an inspiration."
Do you wanna?
Oh, I do actually. Well, I'd have to roll a nat 20.
That is a high 20.
I'm going to go ahead and save my inspiration.
Okay. So as you're following behind her, she is walking, and it's pretty easy to keep pace with her considering how slow she is, and she says, "You're not as stealthy as you think you are, dearie." Without turning.
Oh, well, strange old women wandering around the streets at night. Something could happen. I'm just here to make sure that everything remains above board.
Oh, what a sweet dear. And you're sure I couldn't offer you one of my lovely home-cooked pies made with love?
No. In fact, I think that the streets might be quite dangerous tonight. I think it is best that you be on your way home. Your daughters must be waiting for you.
Oh, I am. I'm on my way home. It's quite a long trek, but I'm sure I'll be safe. Don't you worry about me, dear.
Just see that you're on your way sooner than later.
Of course. You're such a doll. She hasn't turned to look at you at all, by the way, and she keeps walking.
I'm going to turn back. I can't fight a hag right now.
Yeah. So,
I'm not in a condition to fight a hag. I turn back and I head back to the inn.
Beacon, you are standing outside this inn, and you have dragged Thalin along with you. A minute or two passes, and Thalin, you wake up immediately. You're in shock because you were just back home. You were just in the hearth of your father's home. Granted, not the place you'd rather be, but it's safe at the very least. And you awaken to find all of your memories from Barovia coming back to you as you stare up at this metal sentry that is before you.
Ken shakes it off.
Are you well?
He kind of shakes it off. Goes, yes. That was strange, but yes, I'm okay.
What did you see?
I was. Cal starts looking. I was in my father's home. We were having food. Now I'm back here. Why?
Ignacio went to go investigate the woman who gave us the pies. He believes that she was a hag.
I pulls the scimitar. I'll kill her myself.
I push him back down. We are to wait here. He is too far away to help. We must have faith in him.
No, you do not understand. I must go find Ignacio.
He will meet us here.
But he is not here now, so I need to go see where he is.
To wander is to die.
It says, okay, damn.
At this point,
yeah, go ahead.
I think Ignacio kind of makes his way back to like the outside. I'm assuming they're hanging out like the outside of the inn.
Yes. So you guys would come upon this location that you can see it is a single shaft of light illuminating the main square, and you would see that there is a sign precariously hanging above this doorway that says "Blood on the Vine Tavern." But you can very clearly see that it used to say "Blood of the Vine," but the F has fallen off, and they have scratched in the inn.
Charming.
Yeah, charming.
My friend, I followed her. I think I followed her without her knowing for a short while. It seems as though she was selling pies to those pies for quite a hefty sum to the villagers. If I did not know any better, it reminded me of someone providing illicit substances in Omnian Pleasure District.
But what is not the virus?
This woman is not as she seems. Hags, they're a very insidious type of monster. They wheel, they deal, they haggle, and it always comes back to bite you. Everything, they will take everything from you, and it will be your fault.
Then maybe we should steer clear of this hag.
Now I believe so, but it is not the kind of man that I am to leave such a beast to its own purpose, or at least not for long. She mentioned that she lived at the windmill west of town. Perhaps we should, if we find ourselves heading in that direction, poking our nose in. At the very least, to see what is going on.
Is it perhaps the windmill from the will?
Well, I pull out the will, and it does the description of its location seemingly match west of town.
Yes, the way that it's described, it says X amount of miles outside of Barovia Village.
You must find her and declare that you are the owner of that property, and evict her. Or
yes,
or negotiate a rent payment system.
I do not think it's going to go that way.
I think eviction. No, it certainly will come to violence, but
passive income.
You become a landlord, the most evil creature in Curse of Strahd.
You're a landlord, though. Every time you speak, I think I understand you less.
It's a bit. It's above the table. He doesn't.
Well, yes, I know. Yes, you have many bits. They're. I hear them clanking around inside of you.
Above the table, Detdet.
Ah, shit. All right. Regardless, I do. She did eventually spot me. However, I did my best to convince her to be on her way for the evening, but I was in no position to press the issue.
It seemed like she was heading that way anyway, regardless of your input. Handily, she provided us with a number of leads. We could check in with the Burgermeister, or...
Yes. There is that.
The Burgermeister.
Or the Burgermeister.
Have we considered the Burgermeister?
We could also ask after this fellow, this Ismark fellow. Or if we are feeling like it, we could look for signs of Gertruda.
Good. I think Gertruda. I feel that there are very few leads on Gertruda. I feel like we will have to wait to see if the woman from the home decides to check in to see if there's anything we can do. Unfortunately, I do not think that we can do more than keep our eyes open for a woman matching with a similar name.
I think one thing for sure we can do is rest for the night. I can finally take the time to repair myself a bit of my functions.
So I find myself quite exhausted after the events of the day. Shall we be about it? And then I kind of like jerk my head towards the door of the tavern, or the inn rather.
It's both.
Yes, I think I have done a fairly good job of convincing people that I am actually a Goliath.
I mean, it's not the worst job I've ever seen, honestly.
Lathander.
With that, we are going to take a quick break so our players can get themselves some drinks and snacks to go along with the tavern we are about to enter in. So that should be your cue as well. We will be back in just a little bit, chat. There we go. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Okay, so when we last left, you guys had just arrived at this village, and you are standing outside what is called the Blood on the Vine Tavern. You guys would walk into this room and you would see that this heavily dilapidated building has a hearth that is blazing with a fire, but it doesn't quite reach you. You still feel the cold of Barovia all upon you, and the bartender looks up at you with blank eyes, and he's staring and drops a glass, to which several other members turn to look at you. Some of them are just staring. You see that in the corner there are 3 Vistani women that are all giggling and looking over in your direction.
How you doing?
I turn and give a nod to everyone at the bar, just hey, how are we doing? As I kind of move up to the bartender. Excuse me, my good man.
Go ahead.
We seek libations and lodging for the night. Would you be the man to look for?
I suppose I could arrange something there. And he would just look over you 3 and say, cooked steaks and electrum. Bed for a night is a gold piece each.
That's quite high, my friend. We can make that work, the 3 of us. I put 3 electrum and 3 gold on the table.
Mm-hmm. And he would just grab it and very slowly take it from you, shuffle it into his pockets, and still watching you, he would go into the back.
As he's heading in the back getting our food, I want to take a look around the bar and see who is standing out to me, who are the people here who seem like they have something going on. Obviously, there's the 3 Vistani women in the back. Who among the rest of these guys seem like they're just they got some business, or they've got who looks like they have deep inner turmoil.
Well, the 2 gentlemen...
This is how I find my clients.
I gotcha. There are 2 men that are at tables by themselves, and they are still looking at you, very clearly not trying to hide it. You can almost see, you haven't really had the chance to look at a Barovian person up close, but man, they're incredibly pale and their eyes are just blank. But you also see that there is a third gentleman that is sitting at a table. Not really, like, he glances at you, but he's not, like, actively looking. And you can see that he does look a little bit better dressed than these other men. You would see that this man, like, he has a very, like, he's got a long face, but a little bit of softer features. And his hair is very light blonde to the point of almost being white. And he has a 5 o'clock shadow, not nearly as thick as Thalin's, but decent enough. And he is wearing much nicer clothes, and he does seem to have a little bit more going on behind the eyes than most of the other people in this bar.
Oh, he's looking right at me, right?
No, he's not. He glances at you, but he's like trying not to make it obvious.
Okay, and then the other two are staring.
Yeah, they're just staring. They don't care.
Go talk to him.
And then what about the lady? What about the women in the back corner? Like, what are they going? What's going on with them? Or are they just like looking at the three of us and like giggling and they're like doing gossip and such?
That is exactly what they're doing. You keep like they.
I'm gonna watch him.
As he like walks past, I clap him on the back. I'm like, "Good luck, my friend." And then, but as he like draws past me, I like whisper in his ear, "Pervistan, do not try to let on too much."
And Thalin would lock eyes with them because like they looked at us when we came in.
Oh yeah, they're still looking at you. They keep like doing that high school girl thing where they're like clearly looking at you and giggling and like laughing and talking.
We kept walking.
Hey, Ray, you're a girl. What was up with that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What was up with that?
That was a thing that happened in high school.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask. Since you're a girl, I'm asking for insider information. What were they talking about?
Oh, they were 100% making fun of you.
Damn.
100%.
All of us?
Yeah, like
of course.
No,
Guys,
no.
Come on,
we're back to the. No.
We were teenage boys. We were fucking like what? Like we were always being whatever.
Also, very bold of you to think I was sitting at those tables, Liger. I was sitting by myself and drawing.
Yeah, God. All right. While Thalin goes and tries his luck, I'm going to go kind of pull up a chair here next to this blonde man here. So the strategy, my friend, is to let my friend strike out, while I sit back and appear more interested in worldly matters. Then I make my approach. How are you? How does life find you this evening, my friend?
Ignacio, have you made a new friend?
In the process, I'm in the process, my friend. He has not said so much of a word to me. I would hesitate to assume such things.
Mm-hmm.
Beacon looks for the sturdiest chair in the building and grabs it, and it still creaks underneath him.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, this is much more firm of an approach than I intended, my friend. I apologize if we are taking up space at the table.
This man, like, you can tell that he, like, has had a lot going on, but he smiles regardless and shakes his head and he says, "Please, I'd be remiss to say that I didn't want company. Please take a seat."
Thank you. My name is Ignacio de Sotomayor Monserrat, whom I have the pleasure of speaking to.
Good evening. It's good. It's lovely to make your acquaintance. My name is Mark Koyanovic.
I shake his hand. Koyanovic.
You haven't heard this name.
You have heard this. You've read this name. He was the man in the letter. I shake my head. No. My friend, I'm afraid to say that I did not know you walking in, but having heard your name, I'm afraid you may have eyes with untoward intentions cast in your direction.
As you say that, he would kind of like look to you and he looks very unsure of what like you're getting at, and you would go ahead and make me a perception check, both of you. And Thalin, sure. You would be going over to these girls, and as soon as you walk up, what are you saying to them?
I said, I see, well, we walk in, you talk about us, you giggle. What's this conversation?
And they all start giggling, and they're like, "Oh, sweetie, don't you worry about it."
No, it is a...
Damn, time to striking out.
Hit him with the raw, sweetie. God damn.
Are you...
Time to strike out, 0 seconds.
And the girl at the head of the table would say, "We were just talking about which one of you is prettier."
Oh, well, you have to look no further than this.
Obviously, the guy in the helmet.
He
the guy in the helmet covered.
He wraps his finger in his hair. He like pulls it off. Nobody see me. You got the robot and Ignacio.
No one knows I'm a robot.
Oh, a robot. What's that all
I
about?
hate it. What happened to Ignacio's going to be pissed about this later. I don't think I hear him. Like, I'm having my conversation with Ismail. I'm not like
you're not listening to whatever he's doing.
I do not listen. I'm just looking for him to strike out so that I can then make my approach.
You guys just roll perception. I got a 7.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I got an 11.
Okay.
You are not pretty, I is.
So you wouldn't quite catch whatever he's doing, but he does look very unsure, and he's like, I'm very well aware of the fact that you're outsiders. What you want with me, I can't say for certain, but I guarantee you I mean you no harm.
Let me level with you. We drank your wine.
Well,
you have to follow that up with something else.
These letters were delivered. This letter is for you.
I put my hand on Beacon's shoulder. Unfortunately, thank you for attempting to jump on this to blunt the impact of this, my friend.
I drank your wine. It was me.
I drank your wine.
Please,
it was me.
To be frank, I don't even know if he can imbibe wine at all. We had found ourselves in a difficult situation. I saw a bottle of wine. I immediately got it. Apparently, it was intended for you. My apologies. I would be more than happy to recompense you for this. But more importantly, we were asked to deliver a letter from you from the man who rules this valley. And as loath as I am to follow his instructions, it would feel crass of me to not at least inform you of this development.
A man who claims to be the late Strahd Manzarovich.
As soon as you say that, he immediately throws his hand over your mouth. He's like, "What are you? Shh! You can't say his name. What are you doing?"
So, what part of my face does he?
Did you just randomly out of nowhere?
Where he guesses his mouth is?
Where most humanoid mouths would be. I don't think that's a hard thing to guess.
Yeah, for real. But what are you talking about? Why?
I present the basket with the letters in it.
Is the wine there?
Wine. Yeah, it's
what's left of the wine? There's 1/5 of the wine left.
Did you guys just put the 1/5 of wine along with 4 grapes in there?
Yes.
No. Well, if he put his grapes in there, he put his grapes in there. I
have to let them ferment.
Record the wine. I just record the wine, and I think Ignacio is very, very the hardest part of this for him, the part that he feels the most genuine remorse for, is this was a really nice vintage. This was a really nice bottle of wine, and I had just assumed that it was for us. And then I had drunken this man's wine, and I have not recompensed him for this. This is dire.
I have zero remorse.
So, do you hand him?
Well, yeah.
Also.
I did say that. I said I handed him the whole basket with the letters inside. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about the seal that I wrote.
Yep.
So I have to just sort of pretend I didn't read his mail.
That's a crime.
In America.
A crime in Barovia.
We had found ourselves I kind of give him the skinny on what happened. So we tell him that we had found I tell him that we had found ourselves in the Durst Manor outside of town, that we had gone through quite some hardships to only to emerge to a basket that was on the doorstep, that we had gotten into the wine. I'm gonna leave my healing potion, the healing potion that was probably intended for me, in there as sort of a recompense. For the wine that I had drunk, and I tell him that there were 2 letters in there. We had opened both and read both. That obviously we are not working for Strahd.
You say his name,
but For the one who is now ruling this land, or who claims to rule the land.
He is watching you, and you can see that he's kind of a little bit confused, but more than anything, you see like a deep-seated fear in him as he takes the letter from this basket and is reading it over. His hands are very visibly shaking, but the further he goes in, the more he starts to shake, and the more you see just like his entire like countenance like change and become angrier as he slams his fist into the table and buries his head into his hand. He's like, God damn it all! Damn it!
I'm gonna make a persuasion check. I'm gonna put my like.
Calm down, man.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder.
Do not say calm down, man.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to say, peace, friend. If there's anything that I can say with a certainty, is that we are here to help. Is there anything that we can, a sympathetic ear, help you at all in this time? And let me go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, go ahead and make it at advantage.
Okay. Well, that's nice, because I rolled a 6 on the dice.
Uh-huh.
That's a 19 on the dice now. Okay. That's much better. I'll take that. That's quite better. Persuasion is 0, so that's just a 19.
Okay. So you would both see him look up, and you can very clearly see that his eyes are rimmed with tears, and he just nods a little bit, and he holds out the letter into the candle that is barely flickering on this table and lets it burn, and then lets it drop. Thalin, real quick, are you still over here talking to these girls?
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah, roll for your game.
Yeah, roll for game.
They were talking about who is pretty. It is obviously me!
Go ahead and roll for
game. Nothing women like roll more than a man who's like, I'm the pretty one.
What is that, charisma?
Yeah, roll go ahead. Well, make me a charisma, persuasion, maybe performance check.
Let's all three roll for charisma, see which one they said was the prettiest.
I mean, do we want to do? You're a robot. You're a paladin robot. You got high charisma. I see where you're going with this.
Liger just wants someone.
You motherfucker.
It's a 14.
14. You are like doing your best to like put on a show, and two of these girls are kind of eating him up. Like one of them is like feeling your muscles, the other one's just kind of scoffing and rolling her eyes at you.
Yeah, you don't like muscles.
I'm like, I look like as I'm trying to do my best to comfort Ismark. I kind of look over at Thalin and I'm like, it's doing better than I thought. I may have read them off a little too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the one who's not. I look at the one who's not impressed. Like, I did not mean to say forward. I just you giggle. I thought just smile was pretty. I come over. I talk to you.
Sure.
The two that are fawning over you aren't enough.
What's the one below me doing?
She's just like playing with your hair a little bit.
That was a little weird, but I don't. Okay.
The other one's touching your arms.
Is this not what you wanted?
Yeah, what did you want?
Yeah, what was the intention here?
That's like somebody walk up like, I like your beard. I'm like, okay. I make the
man's never been to a Bastani party before.
I guess
like,
not.
You flexed your muscles and expected them not to grab your bicep.
Like, come on, that's like game 101.
Yeah, for real.
He starts doing the Hogan. Yeah.
So meanwhile, while that's happening,
I am distracting them.
Yeah, sure.
What for?
You're distracting them by telling them that your companions are robot and then flexing.
Could you please elaborate on your problem?
And then you see Beacon reach out and grab the camera and like shove it back to Ismark and the rest of us.
Like, plot, please progress the plot.
He has broke the fourth dimension.
Okay. I am begging you.
Ismark, upon letting the letter fall and burn in the little stubble that is this candle, he would say, "Well, my friend, you were not wrong when you said that there were undue eyes upon us. My sister, unfortunately, has had a very unfortunate pair of eyes come upon her. And misfortune has only followed us since. Only a week ago...
Were they blue and she doesn't like blue?
Only a week ago, our father... He couldn't take the constant stress of everything that was happening in regards to it. And he passed. And we haven't even had the chance to bury him yet. We can't even give him his last rites because our home is a prison. And I have nothing to offer to provide help for her besides drinking my woes away.
As soon as he mentions his dad has passed recently, Ignacio squeezes his shoulder in a really comforting manner, and he's like, losing a parent, especially to something sudden, it's incredibly difficult. I lost my own father. It was inconsolable. I went from tavern to tavern, raving like a madman. I lost sight of myself.
Is that how you met me?
You worked by no. It's been several years. It's been several years. No, it's all good. It's all good.
I had to.
No, it's not. No, hey, go for it, man. I was wandering from tavern to tavern, raving like a madman. I lost myself in my grief and in wine. By that account, you were doing better than I did.
I appreciate it, but I guarantee you, if you could only hear what the townspeople have been saying, then you would not agree with that sentiment. And he kind of rubs at his eyes.
Not them. They have not experienced your pain. They do not know the grief, the pain that lies within your heart. Pay them no mind.
Thank you, friend.
Is there anything that we can do for you to ease your suffering in this time?
Well, you both look very confident. You both look like you could handle yourself.
It's like that, huh?
Dang, all right. Holy shit!
I was rolling up.
You're rolling to impress the ladies.
Yeah, it's more like one of the ladies.
I'm working. I am investigating.
Yeah.
What have you learned?
I'm a professional.
Should I go over?
You learned that one of them. I was about to say you learned that one of them smells like cinnamon.
That's true. One of them does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over and grab Thalin.
Okay, so you go over and
I reach out to grab you to stop him, but he's already too far gone, and I'm like, fuck it, whatever.
Strength check. Wait, no.
Well, wait till he does something.
No.
Be gone.
Thalin, we must remain focused on the mission. This is not relevant.
He turns around to you. He looks at you dead where your eyes should be. I am focusing on mission. I am distracting.
Oh, is this the robot?
No.
Why would we
need
to distract
you go
these
away.
people?
Go back to Ignacio. Why'd you leave him alone? Like they're going back.
Remain focused on the plot, dude. Come on.
and then it's more it just turns back to Ignacio. You look competent.
Fuck, that's a 1. All right, I followed Beacon back to the table.
Okay, Beacon.
You say anything to the lady? I was about to say, do you say anything to the ladies as you go off, or do you just leave without a word?
I don't say a damn thing.
Beacon turns to the ladies and says, "I apologize for interrupting your dinner." And then he plucks a wildflower off of his shoulder and drops it on the table.
And all 3 of the ladies would go, "Bye, robot," as you walk
away.
Robot?
He didn't even give a charisma check. How did him, not me?
You said robot. You that was an unforced error, my man.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's just funny.
It's so funny that you throw girls at Chuck and Chuck doesn't they don't even interrogate you. You just offer this.
Well, you know what?
I'm distracting them from what, buddy?
I thought they might have.
We're having a conversation with a guy at a bar.
I thought they might have some information that would have helped us. You don't know if they did or not now. You pulled me away, we'll never know.
Little did you know that one of them was Strahd.
Beacon returns to the table.
Okay, Thalin, you are plopped down next to this man. as he would...
Who the hell are you?
Hello, friend. It's Mark Koyonovic. Lovely to meet you.
Koyonovic.
Beacon points to the envelope and he's like, it's this guy.
But as I was saying, you look like a competent group, and he specifically does not make contact with Thalin's eyes while he says that. And he would say, more than anything, I would like my sister to be safe. I realize that's a great ask, and I don't know how to achieve that. For the time being, I need to make sure that my father is at least given his final rest. Could you perhaps accompany us to the church so that we may... And he kind of trails off as he's clearly tearing up a bit more.
Right now?
No,
can I make a deception check?
Okay.
See if I trust her or not, because I don't know if I trust her.
You need to make an insight check if you're checking to see if you trust someone.
Also, this is a man.
Yeah, this is a dude.
8.
I'm not even. I'm active. Like, if you were to ask me to make an insight check, I would actively elect to not make an insight check. Mm-hmm. The family trauma has really Ignacio was in there.
Right.
It's okay. It's an 8. It's an 8. So.
Deacon, well, are you also rolling, or are you gonna take this man at his word?
I trust him, but
okay.
I guess I'll...
Down the rabbit
Thalin, you can't discern his true intentions, but...
It's a 17.
It's a 17. Beacon, you are almost certain that this man has to be telling the truth. If not, he is a phenomenal actor. The way his voice catches, the way that he is, very obviously actually tearing up, that is not something that you normally fake. And if he's faking, he deserves an Oscar for it.
Do they have Oscars in Barovia?
I'm sure there's someone named Oscar.
Thermal's normal. The waiver in his audio does appear to be genuine.
If you would provide us directions to your lodge, to your home, as soon as dawn breaks, we will make our way over, and we will do what we can.
We also need.
I glance over to Thalin and Beacon. I apologize. I should not reserve our services unilaterally. I, at the very least, will be there.
Well, if you go, I go. Obviously.
Very well.
While we have your attention, if you could tell me if you recognize any of these people, please, and then I'll project the memory that I have again of the 4 adventurers.
I glance over. I I do my best. I nudge, I jab Beacon in where his ribs would be with my elbow. Immediately wince as I have jammed my funny bone, right into a piece of metal armor that's 700 pounds, and I just. Did we stone it in the corner?
I am casting minor illusion. I say it out loud, but I'm not.
No. Who we seek.
Oh. My bad.
My bad.
I'll stop doing that thing I was doing.
I'd like to imagine you were about to, and then, because you did this a moment ago, Ignacio knows and is no!
I am between Thalin and Beacon, I am just hypersensitive to, OPSEC, violations.
Yeah.
I'm just
Actually, I think we already have a lead. We just need to know where the Burgermeister lives.
Oh, well...
Burgermeister?
I have unfortunate news. The Burgermeister was my father.
Oh, shit.
Burgermeister, no!
Did your father die?
This is both the best bit and we're going to run this shit into the ground.
I know. I'm so excited. Run it into the ground and then revive it. Necromancy is alive and well in Barovia.
And then we'll run this shit back into the ground.
Yeah, we will.
Or is necromancy undead and well?
Uh-huh.
It's like those TikTok videos where they make something and then they break it down and use it as an ingredient for another thing, and then they break that down and use it as an ingredient for another thing. That's what's going to happen to this bit.
Yes, exactly. It's going to go through 18 iterations.
It's going to be completely unrecognizable as itself. It will be the barest hint of any kind of humor.
Yes. As it is intended.
Anyway, do you recognize the name? Can I say the name? Am I allowed to say the name?
Do not, as long as they do not hear it.
Strahd Barovia.
No, your brother.
Don't say that.
We're looking for the names we know are
just the name.
Escher and Acario.
Oh, that's right. They were like you. They were outsiders, weren't they?
No one is like
when
me.
you say it like that.
Well,
technically, I am an insider.
I belong to the Kogan Valley.
Yep, I belong to you.
So you're an outsider? Like he's never heard the words Kogan Valley before in his life.
He would say,
I am from the Kogan Valley.
He kind of like is very confused by you saying that. He clearly, you would notice that there's no recollection of that name in his gaze at all, but he would proceed to say, well, we were having some issues with a death tree outside of town, and these adventurers were able to assist us. I don't quite recall what happened to them. They never came back to Barovia Village.
Did you say a death tree?
That is correct.
Like a tree that kills, or?
Oh, a death head tree. It sprouts death heads.
What the fuck is that?
It was not a good sight, I can guarantee you that. But in regards to you coming, if you need me to draw you a map, I'd be most glad. If you need lodging for the night, if you were to provide this small favor, it would be more than I would be more than glad to host you. Our house isn't much these days, but it is the very least.
I'm torn because I wrote a letter saying that whoever lives in that house would be able to find us here. But I mean, what am I I don't want to leave this guy by himself. I'm I've already established that I'm being super empathetic. I'm super empathetic to his struggles and what he's going through.
We will meet you at your home in the morning.
Yes, please don't have any hesitation. If you need to stay here, I completely understand. Please at least let me.
We have already paid for the night.
Oh, I completely understand. You need to get your money's worth. But
maybe his house is better.
If you saw the outside of my house, you may not be so quick to say that. Although
it is
what is on the inside that counts. So is it like deception outside, but really good inside?
Things are also bad inside.
Things are fine inside, but again, the outside is quite. You'll see when you come in the morning.
There is also a dead man in your house.
That is also correct. Yes, we've done all we can to. Abate the yes, but
has he been embalmed?
We've done all we can. Yes.
Ismark, my friend, before we separate, before I happen to forget, there is one other thing that I wish to inquire. While we had just arrived in town, we encountered an old woman who was selling strange pies around the village. I lean in very close to him and I whisper, "Do you know she is a hag?"
Oh, what? And he clearly does not seem to have any any knowledge of this.
You have never seen her before. No, there has been no one.
Everyone knows about Morgan, but my family have never taken any of her pies.
That is unfortunate.
My friend consumed one. We were fooled by her deception at first, and we assisted her we assisted her cart had broken down. We assisted in repairing it. My friend consumed a pie and ended up in some sort of stupor where he was talking to no one, to people who were seeing people who were not there. I followed her stealthily for a time and discovered that people were paying. When I saw that bag, it looked like it was full of coins. These people were paying way more than you would think for something like this, right?
You didn't know what it was full of, but it was certainly full of something. It was a big bag.
It seemed as though the payment that she was extracting seemed either quite out of the ordinary in terms of monetary value, or perhaps something more sinister.
Something sinister.
Regardless,
is what I would worry about, because Barovia Village is not a wealthy town.
She eventually spotted me, and I attempted to intimidate her, insinuate that perhaps it would be better. Yeah, I was playing along, but I'm fairly sure it was one of those, I know, I know type situation. I did my best to try to drive her from her work this night, but you may wish to spread the word. If your father was the burgomaster of this town, I figure you must, if anyone were to be able to spread such information around, it would be you.
I will definitely be looking into this. I will definitely... The villagers are not ones to take my word, especially since my father passed, but I will do all that is in my power as acting burgomaster to look into this.
Why would they not take a word?
I do not have a great reputation amongst the Barovians, even though my father was...
Olga Knights.
Why?
Like, goddamn.
He looks really embarrassed as you say that, and he kind of just, like, is trying to, like, not answer the question, like, he's trying to avoid your gaze.
What did you do, or what did they accuse you of doing that you did not do, that you did not want to tell us you did not do?
It's not that I did anything, it's what I am. I'm a coward.
Did you do something to the oat supply?
What?
Liger, goddamn you. I knew from the second that it was heading in this direction, I knew you were holding back. I was almost proud of you, you motherfucker.
What is the oat supply?
Ignore him. Ignore him.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay, great. I love an inside bit. But he would just follow up with, it's because I'm a coward, of course.
Would you like to not be coward?
Everyone who is in my position would say yes. Of course I would, but wanting and becoming are two separate things.
You come with us, you be not a coward.
That is a great suggestion, friend, but I can't leave Barovia Village behind. And I certainly can't leave my sister behind.
Take it from someone who finds himself in his fair share of life or death situations. It is not the lack of fear that makes a brave man, but knowing that fear and moving through it. You are already halfway there. Believe in yourself, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Ignacio. I do apologize. Ignacio offered his name. May I have your names as well?
I am Thalin Miltic.
Battle Unit 34 Construct.
And he is that.
Is that your full name?
It is my serial number.
You refer to him as
Beacon and Thalin. Right. Well, thank you, my friends. I greatly look forward to seeing you in the morning. If you were to head down the street from here, make a left and a right, you'll see a greater townhouse than what is customary in Barovia Village. And you'll know exactly which houses are once you see it. But thank you. This means more to me than you may even know. But I will be taking my leave. And he hands you back, Ignacio, the potion. He says, please know that if the writer of this letter did give me any sort of vintage, I would not have drunk it anyway.
I give him I give him the DreamWorks eyebrow. And I'm like, fair enough, but wine is wine, no matter where it comes from. This vintage it's fine.
I'm very
Take
well
some
aware.
for yourself.
I'm very well aware, but some things are more important than wine. Dignity.
Consider it if it helps. Consider it a gift from me, not whoever originally intended it for you.
He will grasp your arm in like a friendship way. He says, "Thank you, my friends, but I apologize. I don't think I could
I grasped his arm back in a gay way.
Oh, he blushed. He blushed.
He goes to shake his hand. He's just like, yes.
I know. I just thought it was funny that you're like in a friendship way. And I'm like,
well, not in a mean way.
Yeah, I get it.
But I don't think that I could quite disassociate what this is. You enjoy it for me in my stead. You
Fair
and your
enough.
friends.
I thank you once again for the gift that I took unintentionally and now with purpose.
Oh yeah, we already took it. Damn.
There's still some left.
And with that, he is going to leave a few silver on the table as a tip. He will nod at you all and head out for the night. And at that moment, you guys have probably been talking for about 30 minutes. The steaks have now arrived. They are ice cold.
I shrug. I shrug as I eat my cold steak. Mm-hmm. I kind of scarf it down. And then I take that bottle of wine and then I move over to the three women. All
right, Thalin, what you up to?
I eye Thalin to make sure he doesn't take the silver pieces that the Ismark left.
Yeah, he's learning.
Thalin?
He's considering.
I do not.
Okay. What do you do when Ignacio goes over to these women?
I said, they already know who is the pretty one, but there is 3 of them, 2 of us, it is okay.
Beacon!
I approach the table.
Beacon approaches peasant number 2. No.
Excuse me, my dears. I could not help but notice you are from across the room, and it seems as though the most delectable. Excuse me,
the raven-haired one.
It seems as though I have found the most delectable vintage in the.
We like your vibe
in the establishment. What I have here pales in comparison. But perhaps could be shared among such lovely specimens. Would you care for a drink?
You hold up this bottle left. And there's 4 grapes!
No, well, it's just the bottle. No. You said that there were a few drinks left in the bottle.
Yeah,
there were a few cups left in the bottle.
It's like a fifth of it left. Like, there's not much left, and there's also grapes in there that you guys have just shoved in there.
Yeah,
wait, you guys shoved the grapes into the bottle?
Yes.
You weren't paying attention.
I didn't know that you put them in the bottle.
Not paying attention to that aspect.
Oh no. Can I roll to see if I can still pull this off?
I want you to make me a charisma check at disadvantage.
I knew it was disadvantage. No! Alright, well that's a +0. Oh, that's still not bad. That's like a 15.
Oh, you beat Dalen! Somehow, like, they are not at all interested in the wine.
I want to re-roll!
Okay. Okay, you know what? I'll allow a reroll because that was your initial. Maybe this time you're like trying to like be a little bit more suave. Can you beat?
This is the OD, the original dice.
I thought you were going to use Boris for big. This is
King of the dice.
Hey, how come I didn't get to roll when I gave him a wildflower?
That's true. Beacon, go ahead and roll.
That's a 19 on the dice.
It's a 7.
A 7, okay. They kind of like are kind of eyeing you up, Ignacio, but Thalin manages to swab his way back in and is like, "Hey, what I miss?" And they are instantly like turning back to him and being like, "Oh, we missed you. Tell us more about your adventures." And I say that's a good time to fade to black. Do you not? Nothing happens except talking. Please don't make me do this anymore.
No, God, yeah, no, that's fine. I was gonna maybe roll into like what brings like the 3 of you to like the tavern this evening, or you know, just that sort of thing. But like if we want to just fade to black off of this, yeah, we can.
Yeah. Like you guys just do some talking.
They want to fawn over me. Let them fawn over me.
They just talk. No, they don't really reveal too much. They do fawn over Thalin a little bit. A few of them are like batting their eyelashes at Ignacio. Beacon, you feel like you might as well be a clothes rack because of like how little they are looking at you.
We may have hung our cloaks on your back.
You know what? I'm about to get some birthday inspiration next week. Maybe I'll just use it as inspiration here.
Okay, I'll allow it. It's your birthday. He's the birthday.
Oh, do it! Yes.
Do it. What you got?
Oh, I'm gonna regret using this inspiration later when we fight Strahd. It's not even that much better. It's an 11.
Still not enough. Not enough to beat that 11 and 15.
No.
Wait, didn't I tie with Thalin though?
No, I got 15, and then Thalin got a 19.
Thalin got an 11 last time, but he re-rolled.
Beacon's more interested in this table.
Her grace, the DM hath allowed me to roll.
That is a very nice table, Beacon. You think with a little bit of oil...
I do appreciate that essentially you got advantage and I got disadvantage.
You rolled up with an empty bottle that has 4 grapes in it.
And I'm a charisma class.
I didn't. Okay, to be fair, I did not know about the grapes.
We told you we put them in the bottle.
Yeah, we've talked about this. You just weren't listening.
You had them in the basket. I thought they were in the basket.
I honestly also thought they were in the basket.
We said we put them in the bottle after.
Yeah, like why would I assume that you put the grapes in the bottle?
You should know me by now. We travel like companions. You should know me.
I think at some point I did say, "Are the grapes in the bottle?" And Chuck said yes.
All right, so in the morning, Beacon wakes up in his bed next to a table that's tucked in.
Oh no!
I would like to wake up with Raven hair.
I just wake. I'm not touching. I'm not saying anything. I wake up. I look over at Beacon and I say, "I have seen things that I can never unsee. nothing will ever be the same for me."
Nah, when you wake up, Beacon's making breakfast. He made you overnight oats.
So damn you. I think that's a pretty good place to call it for right now. So you guys, what do you not agree?
No.
We'll
he's like, more. I need more.
The reason I said that is because I had a thing for you guys while you were asleep that I thought would take a minute. If you guys want to keep going, we can, but it's going to take a minute.
I can keep going.
Okay. All right, we'll keep going for a little bit longer.
Sure, I'm down.
Okay.
I'll roll a history check.
Okay,
hold on. Ray, are you okay with keeping going?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just cutting because, like, you guys are going to need a minute or two before we can get back to the game for reasons you will see.
Can we take 5?
Yeah, we can take a 5. Okay, so...
I just need some water and...
Okay, so that'll be a good place to take 5. We're going to go to another quick break, and then we will be back in just a moment.
Yeah.
And we are back. Okay, so...
Hey, Ray?
Yeah?
Ray, what the fuck? what the hell?
Don't worry about it. Hashtag, do not worry about it. So, so the next day, you guys would awake in your rooms. After that, Chuck, also, I want you to go ahead and make me a,
Oh, no.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom or charisma saving throw. 16? Okay. So you would wake and you are sweating and thrashing in your bed, but otherwise you are completely as you were the night before.
I kind of like jolt awake. I don't quite like throw myself up out of bed, but like I am very awake all of a sudden, and like before I can even think about what I'm doing, I'm reaching for my pack, and I'm reaching for this ivory like hairbrush that reminded me of Isabella, and I'm just going to hold on to that for a little while as I like really start to wake up and I start to really come back to myself.
Out of curiosity, you guys talked about like getting the silverware. Who is holding that?
I am holding that.
Detdet, I need you to remove the silverware, as you would notice that it has all decayed and turned to rust.
God damn it.
That's not supposed to happen with silver.
Goddamn motherfucking ghost house. I swear to God. I just kind of like toss it in whatever, like whatever they use for their waste or something at the inn.
Beacon and Thalin, what are you guys doing as you wake?
I would grab the skin bag.
Do you bring that out in front of your companions who think that you got rid of it?
No. He's like turned around. He's like, and he's looking at it, and well, now I'm conflicted because if I leave it here, maybe the spirits continue to haunt me. I don't. Maybe the spirit's attached to this kid. And he's trying to go through.
Good morning. Good morning, Thalin. What seems to be how do you fare this morning?
He wraps it up really quickly and slips it back to like it. Oh, I just go over spells, so ready, and bad guys pop out. Oh, what? Oh, you know.
Good. Well, I'm glad you seem to be focused. Perhaps it was the wine. I had the worst nightmares.
I cannot lie. So, and he pulls out the skin bag. I kept it.
What?
We're traveling together.
We're
always honest. Go to bed. We're always honest. I am bad now,
I'm just sitting there, like my face is placid. It's normal. It's serene. My eyes are closed. We
listen and we don't judge.
Thalin, I have a very honest question, and I swear to the rising sun above us that I am not trying to judge you. Why exactly did you feel like you needed this bag in particular? Why did you feel like you had to bring this with you?
It is unique.
Many things in this world are unique. I personally do not think this is necessarily all that unique.
I think the laces are made out of hair.
Do you know how many demon cults there are in the Forgotten Realms alone? God forbid somewhere exotic like Chult. God knows who or what they worship down there. Like,
he can't tosses the bag.
Human skin leather, in terms of its accessories, is not as unique as you might think.
He literally tosses Ignacio and goes, you told me that is not that is you've seen that before. You tell me you've seen it.
It's not maybe not quite the size or shape, but yes, I've seen many things bound to human. It's not great. It's bad. It's a bad time every time. But I have seen things that are very similar to this. Yes, it is not.
What do you mean bad time?
It's unpleasant. This was a person.
But it is not no more. They're not in the body no more. They do not need the skin.
Okay, if you were to die, and the asshole who killed you to sacrifice you to some dark god or demon or the fucking mephit in the woods, fashion a bag out of your skin that they use to carry their shit.
I would not be alive.
Would you appreciate it?
That's irrelevant. I would not be alive.
But so you're saying that that you have absolutely no care what happens to this world or what happens to your remains after you depart from this world, from this plane.
Does it offend you this much?
I find it in poor taste. I must confess, I find it in very poor taste.
Fine, that's okay. That's okay. You wait. I go.
Thank you. I do appreciate you being as considerate as you are.
He literally just looks at like the spaciness of the bartender's eyes. And he goes, "Do with this what you will." He slams it on the ground and he goes.
He is
tries to walk away.
Looking at you with like the widest possible eyes as he like scutters out of the room and into the back of this into the kitchen, and you hear a very audible clunk as a lock is placed. Beacon, what are you doing?
Wait, a lock? What? I'm not hearing this.
Yeah, you're not.
I just assumed he went to go get rid of it.
Yeah, the bartender just, you gave him a piece of a dead person. He is going to the back, locking the door so you can't follow him, and waiting for you to leave.
I really thought she was going to say he's going in the back.
Yes, we're staying in this
up.
Okay, so Beacon doesn't really like sleep in a bed. He just sort of finds a corner of the room to make himself as compact as possible and kneel on the floor to make sure that he doesn't disturb his team as much. But what he is doing immediately upon reactivation is he's going to blink a couple of times, and then he's going to immediately run a self-diagnostic.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me a history check for that.
Oh, boy. Oh, hey, Ray?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
Uh-huh. Is that a good oh boy or a bad oh boy?
Well, I'm still rolling. I had to pull up my sheet. That's an 8.
The implications are an oh boy.
It's an 8.
An 8? Okay. So you are running your...
One of these days, you're going to roll above a 10 on these.
One day. So you're running these self-diagnostics, and everything looks to be in working order. In fact, you feel like you've gotten a little bit of yourself back. A la, you have just leveled up. But what caused that, you're not sure of. You remember so little about yourself. But you are certain that has never happened to you whenever you, like, power down for the night.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna use my other inspiration on this history check.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's genuinely good use.
It's worse.
Oh no!
Happy birthday, Liger!
You knew less than you did before.
Yeah.
What an inspiration.
Give him birthday inspiration.
It's not his birthday yet. F you.
So I guess I'm fine then. Beacon will get up and he will start preparing the packs and stuff.
Liger, it would have taken a very high roll.
What Ray?
Hooray!
I go downstairs
Uh-huh.
and he, I don't know, starts doing stuff.
Okay. You would notice that the entire bar is empty, and you would see if you look at the bar, the skin bag that you saw Thalin throw at the statue of Strahd.
Does this inn have a fireplace?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I just throw it in the fireplace.
Okay. It smokes a little bit, and it's producing not a great smell, but at least it is burning. At least you can see it.
It smells like bacon.
It does smell like bacon a little bit.
Maybe we should eat it.
Well, the bartender's probably not coming out to give you your breakfast, so it might be a good idea.
I was kidding. Hey,
okay.
He looks
I'm gonna be
Ignacio
so
goes,
fucking.
calm down. I'm kidding. Calm down. Oh my god, I am not
If I had come down and you had been eating a smoking bag made of human skin, I may have drawn weapons on you.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
The line between
everything so serious. I was kidding.
The line between you and a ghoul is already quite thin. Comedy circuits overloading.
Overloading.
All right. I guess we just make our way over to Ismark's house then, because I don't think that we're. I gotta say we didn't. I was gonna ask the bartender if that lady stopped in, but I don't think that's an option anymore.
I think you can.
I may have closed that door.
Yeah, you can hear that bridge burning along with the sack.
It's
wow,
incredible.
So you guys.
All right.
Could we roll something to see if that lady did show up?
I mean, the way that you would know is probably by asking the bartender if anyone stopped by.
We go kick down door.
Let's send Thalin away, and I'll go try to talk to him.
Dude, we're tainted by association. We're fucked. It's over. Genuinely, I don't think there's a way back for us.
Sailing away.
I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough persuasion in the world right now.
We kicked down door. It's okay.
I'm sure that'll go well.
We tried to tell you so many times that this would happen if you brought the skin bag into a town.
No. Okay. Here's the thing. This was Humper. Listen. I don't think that it's us not warning Chuck, the player. I think that this is just what was going to happen.
I think it is.
We accept it. We move on. Ismark's house.
Can I just
listen
say?
And we don't judge.
Can I just say? There's gonna be a lot in this game where it's like me poking you guys. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to do that? That was not what happened. I didn't provide any of this.
No. This is 100% just like this is Chuck doing like, okay, I give it to the bartender. Maybe he can use it.
We're like, this is a gross human skin bag.
Burn it!
Do not bring it with you. It's not valuable. It's not
It's just gross. It's bad.
All right, so Ismark's house.
He's like treating it like it's a Gucci bag.
I mean, in some ways, it is leather.
It's a Gucci bag.
Oh, I set you up for the swing.
Yeah, and he hit it out of the park. Okay.
All right. Anyways, it's Marks.
Anyway, you guys start making your way down the road, and you can see that there's more people about, but almost immediately, as soon as they see you, they immediately turn and like try to go any other direction. That you even see some people like actually turning to run, going into houses, going down alleys, just to get away from you as they're like eyeing you.
Wow, that barkeep spread word fast.
I raise a hand. No, I do. Well, certainly it will not help. This matches my expectation. Outsiders are not. They are targets of fixation for the former lord of this this place. To interact with an outsider is to have Strahd's eye. To see that his reputation carries forward to this day is unsurprising, given his reputation.
This is my own land.
Things change. People change. Places, too, given time.
I am quite aware that the process of colonization of the Kogan Valley has left it with little to no of its original cultural identity. However, I wish that I could bring what I know of the Kogan Valley into the future by uncorrupting my files and sharing with the people the history of this land.
Alert, my friend. Things may change for the worse, but that does not mean that they cannot also change for the better.
And as you guys are saying that, you manage to turn the corner, and you immediately figure out what Ismark was talking about last night. Because you see this grand mansion behind an iron fence, but you would see that the iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, swinging lazily in the wind, squealing with each breath of the wind. The garden in this location is trampled. What may have been like beautiful flowers, or at least some shrubbery, has been desecrated. There are heavy claw markings stripping the once beautiful finish off the wall, great black marks telling of fires that have assailed it. There's not a pane or a glass of shard in the windows, and they have all been barred up with planks.
I kind of like kneel down to like the flower bed, and I like look at all the trampled and crushed flowers, and I kind of like cup one in my hand. I'm like, it really is such a waste. And I just kind of like stand it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll. Can I roll an investigation check real quick just to see if there's anything that like remains at least like salvageable, like there's like a single salvageable bloom or something along those lines?
No need to even like roll. You would see that they're also, Liger, to go along with your question, these were roses. These were red roses, and you would see that they have mostly been trampled and are dead, but very close to the house, you would see that there is just a few of the blooms that are left. Maybe by the fact that they were so close to the house, they weren't trampled in such a way.
I would like to pluck one. Pluck one or two.
Yeah, go ahead and add 3 roses to your inventory.
Awesome.
Actually, would it be possible to doing like a sort of like grafting sort of thing, or like an implantation sort of thing, to like integrate like 1 or 2 of those rose blooms with like Beacon's sort of like his quote unquote his garden?
Absolutely.
I have a +1 to nature. If you want to do that, I could give you the help action.
Yeah, if you guys wanted to roll.
I have a +4 to nature.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
All right, I'll give you the
help action.
I will. You see, my friend, bad things happen, but that does not prevent future growth.
22, absolutely, you're able to graft these in without much difficulty. You're able to tie these on like pretty sturdily to where you think that they should stay, even if you were to get into the midst of combat or doing any kind of like adventuring stuff.
And now I have thorn armor.
You wish. Maybe one day. I don't think you need any more armor right now. AC 20 at level 2.
What the?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Fair. Did I choose a fighting style already? Oh, yeah, I did choose a fighting style as Defender. It would have been funny if I got the one that raises my AC by 1.
I mean, that one's good. Like, AC is one of those things where the higher it gets, the more effective it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, each point of AC you get is more effective than the last one. So I go ahead and I knock.
So you managed to knock on the door, Ignacio. Are you? As you do, before you can say anything, you hear from inside, "Go burn in the deepest pit of hell, you maggot-ridden limp dick creep!"
Well,
I
don't limp dick creep.
I literally stop petting the cat and go, what?
I think I kind of laugh. And I'm like, I don't think the maggots have gotten to me quite yet.
And
somebody spilled the tea.
You would hear like something happening on the inside. Like you can clearly hear two voices, and then you would hear these big bolts unlocking, almost like the ones you heard last night, but even more of them, and even more furniture being shuffled aside. And Ismark would open the door and he says, "You made it! Oh, I'm so sorry for my sister." And he would usher you guys in.
I wave him off, and then I do the thing where you clasp your hands like this, and then I bring him in for a quick guy hug, I guess.
You dab him up.
You dab him up.
Yeah, I'm kind of dapping him up right now, but in a very the way that you see it, a lot of fighters and warriors do in medieval movies or something like that, where it's the hand clasp. The forearm clasp, and then you bring it in for like a quick clap on the back, and then you release that kind of thing.
That's not a friendship thing back in the day. That's checking if your enemy has a knife.
I'll allow it.
Anyways, that's the spirit in which it's given. Happy to be of assistance, my friend. What can I do for you?
And he will let you guys in. He says, "Irina, come say hello to our friends." And you would see this girl walk out of one of the inner rooms, and she is holding a knife to her chest. And this girl, maybe it's because of all the Barovians you've seen, she is breathtakingly beautiful. Her skin is darker and it's very warm compared to the light skin, pale, almost like see-through flesh of Barovians. She has long, dark red hair that comes down to her middle back, and she has bright green eyes. And she's kind of looking you guys over nervously. She doesn't make any moves to put her knife away, and she'll say, "And you are..."
Someone who would very much appreciate you put the knife down.
Battle Unit 34 Construct, please identify.
My name is Ignacio de Sotomoyes Monserrat. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Perchance we put the knife down and we have a slightly less awkward introduction.
She kind of looks you guys over and she says, "Irina Kolyana. I can have a non-awkward interaction while holding a knife, thank you."
Irina. Hello.
Very capable woman.
Thalin Miltic. Is the knife necessary, really?
If you knew the kind of months we've been having, you would understand. I'd say that our house kind of speaks for itself.
We are not here in months. We've not been here that long. Come on. Let's take a step back. Let's put the knife away. You talk to us. We talk to you.
I kind of half turn to Ismark, and I'm like, "Is this normal? Is everything okay?"
Irina, come on, just put the knife down. These are my friends. I can vouch for them. You know I'm not under any sort of spell. It's fine.
There is no harm in her holding the knife. For as long as we do not intend to fight, she will not make a move against us.
He has a point.
It's not so much us that I'm worried about. She's holding it to her own chest, right? She's holding it over her own chest.
Well, she's holding it in such a way like she's clasping it towards her, not like she's positioning it over her own heart.
Okay, so it's just like she's grasping it and it's flat against her chest or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, I was maybe approaching this from a slightly different situation.
Yeah.
It sounded like she was holding it to herself, like she was about to stab herself, and I'm like,
I still said what I said. You
slightly less awkward.
I also heard that, but she sounded too confident to kill herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
So at your guys' request, she will, sheath her knife. Don't think that I don't appreciate you being here. I do. But you can't be too cautious. I hope you understand.
Oh, I fully understand. And it seems, and then I kind of throw my head out towards a window. Seems as though you've been putting up quite a spirited defense over the last. Making a quick investigation roll to see based on this the environment and the destruction how long this has been going on. That's a 14 on the dice. 17.
Well, you would also know that she just said over the past few months. So.
Oh, okay. It seems as though you've been putting over quite a spirited defense. Quite impressive given the resources that you seem to possess.
Well, thank you. It is greatly appreciated. And she kind of looks all smug, and Ismark says, I did most of the work, and she says, yeah, well, I helped.
Ignacio catches himself chuckling, and then he coughs it off.
If I may, your name was mentioned in the letter that we saw. I take it that you do not.
Oh, okay. I wince, but it's too late. The damage is being done. There is no stopping this.
Go ahead, Beacon.
I take it you do not intend to have any association with the Dreadlord. Or so he calls himself.
Yeah, I didn't. Don't say his name, but it's complicated. And she points to her hair and says, I'm sure you've noticed this. It's considered a bad omen in Barovia. It's said that anyone with red hair is a red-haired witch that will instantly catch his eye. And I've tried to hide it for as long as I could, but it wasn't quite enough. And ever since he took notice of me, it's been like this. Just sending... At first it was sending gifts, sending letters. And then when that didn't work, he just sent wolves and zombies and all sorts of horrible things. He kept saying that he was going to take me, but he never did. I don't understand what's going on, but it's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, Ray... As she mentions people with red hair and redheaded witches, does this did Camilla mention anything about anyone with red hair or anything along those lines in her memoirs?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
That is a 16 on the dice. That is a 17.
Okay, so you recall back to your writings, and you remember that Camilla mentioned something about a woman that had lived in a village that was outside of this one. She also had red hair, and she was the subject of his admiration, and she didn't write deeply about it. All she wrote that is it ended with her tragedy and obsession. Okay,
and then if that's all that she's got on the subject, then I don't mention anything about it.
Yeah.
I just kind of note it in the back of my mind. I'm either somehow a redhead fetish is part of the throne of Barovia, or this guy is whoever's impersonating Strahd is really in there.
It's the way that your brain or Ignacio's brain circumnavigates the obvious solution that Strahd is still alive.
No, well,
it's getting more and more obvious.
No, I agree. I think that this is going to obviously come to a head. But I think family is incredibly important to Ignacio, and the idea that something that his family has valued and is the source of their clan or whatever, and the fact that somebody could have been mistaken about this, or that that his ancestor was lying is he can't even begin to conceptualize it. It's one of those things where Strahd is dead. That is to him, that is the truth. Everything else has to be everything that's happening has to exist around this truth. I agree that it's becoming more and more obvious, and it's becoming more and more cope as time goes on. But
got that copium, bruh.
Yeah,
copium.
Wasn't one of the adventurers a redhead?
She was.
Did I make that up?
No, she was. She had short.
Well, yeah, you're right.
What of her? There's no one around here that can view. I put up the projection. I was like,
Oh,
what of these adventurers?
Oh, those guys. I remembered them. Esmer, do you remember? Oh, hold on. I think I wrote about them. I'll be right back. And she goes out of the room, and you will hear her rummaging. And she eventually comes back, and she's like leafing through a journal that she has, and she says, right here, I've got their names right here. I remember them coming into town. Which one are you asking about? I'm sorry? Or all of them?
We are looking for all of them. However, it would seem that one of the adventurers shared this red-haired trait with you.
I am going to jump in. Specifically, we are on the trail of Escher, but considering that they travel together, a lead on one is better than nothing. Mm-hmm. On any one of them is better than nothing.
Right. So, Escher, of course. Escher was such a sweetheart. We had a little bit of he stayed here. All of them stayed here whenever they were assisting with. Esmark, did you tell them about the Dettet, that tree that was blooming outside of town? And he kind of nods. Right. Well,
the interruption. Yes.
Right. They stayed here in town with us for a little bit. Escher was such a sweetie. Let's see. And she like leafs through this journal that she has, and she says, "Oh, the redhead. Her name is Fierce Fiddlemane. That's right. She was weird. I remember that. She kept talking about working on something. She had some kind of helmet. I'm not quite sure. She kept saying something about overriding his comedy circuits. I don't know what that means. What else?
I there's like a dawning horror in the back of like Ignacio's mind. It's like, this woman's responsible.
Must kill.
I don't know how to kill, but I need to have a sternly worded conversation about fucking with somebody's brain.
I came to Ray after last session, and I was like, "Can you make it canon that she overclocked my comedy circuit?"
And I said, "Of course."
Incredible. I need you to tell me how to turn it down. I need you to tell me how to put it back to normal.
And
tell me now.
She will point to the tiefling and says, "Oh, Acario Valtok, I think. Yes, that's how I wrote his name. He was nice. He was kind of, what's the word? A fanatic. And the Dragonborn girl, Quidrith Saxeros. Oh, she didn't really talk at all, so I couldn't really get a vibe on her. She kind of scared me."
You happen to know where they may have traveled after they assisted your father, I believe.
They went to Valaki after that. It's up the road from here. Not quite a full day's travel.
Thank you. Your assistance is of great appreciation of your assistance in this matter.
I know. And she snaps the book closed.
I like it.
Further, what can we do to assist you?
Ismark, yes, I turned to Ismark. What is the agenda, my friend?
Well, over here...
We are to give your father a burial, I believe you said.
Yes, if you don't mind following me. And he will lead you into another room. You would see that this house is like decently well furnished, but you can definitely see that a lot of this has some signs of great wear and tear on it. Like it's definitely like been passed down from generation to generation, and most of it has been used to board up the windows and board up the doors. But he would take you into a side drawing room, and you would see a simple, very obviously homemade wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers.
I perform a holy symbol, and I just mutter a quick prayer under my breath.
I also do that.
Up on the hill from here, there is a Church of the Morning Lord. That's where all of our family's buried, and we'd like for him to be interred with our ancestors.
Of course. Have you made arrangements with the priest?
And Irina will pipe in and say, "Oh no, he's nuts."
Yes.
Faith drives a man to strange places at times.
Well,
is he amenable? Is he reasonable? Could we potentially go up and arrange something with him? Or is it one of those things where he's too far gone?
Escher will kind of give Irina a stern look, and he will say, He's not...
Asher! Asher's here!
Oh, wait, no, Ismark! Damn it, there's too many E's and I's. I hate this campaign.
We found him.
I was like, wow, we did it! Hey! Let's go home!
Ismark will give...
Back it up, team!
Ismark will give Irina, like, a stern look and say, he's not crazy. It's just that sometimes you can hear screaming coming from the church. Honestly, as far as Barovia Village goes, not the worst that could happen to a person. Bits of madness are not uncommon here, unfortunately.
Sounds like a cult.
Are you saying that out loud?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Well, it's just the one cry that we're hearing, not necessarily multiples.
Oh, that's more disturbing.
I guess Lathander really wouldn't have like flagellants in like their service. Like, as much as I really want to play up like the Catholic, like the very like sort of Spanish Catholic vibe, it doesn't really make sense for the Morning Lord to like have flagellants as part of their like priesthood thing. When like fucking what's her name? The lady Leviathan is like right there. Leviatar is like right there as like a god. So yeah, I'm like, well, faith drives men to strange places at times.
Regardless, I think that he's still amenable. He is still a holy symbol of the Morning Lord, so at the very least, we should attempt. We should attempt to go talk to him.
He is the chapel sanctified ground.
Of course, any land in Barovia that is dedicated to the Morning Lord is what we consider sanctified. At least as sanctified as it can be here.
I understand. Would you prefer for us to go and make the arrangements, or is it something that would be better served by you, considering you might have a rapport with the man that we might not?
Not only that, but I don't want to have our father laid to rest without us being there.
Of course, I understand.
But I appreciate you thinking of us. If we could all go together, I think, first of all, it'd be easier to carry.
Of course. It's just one of those things where I was thinking perhaps there were more preparations to make, or to talk with him and arrange the thing before we bring a coffin to his door.
You're not quite familiar with how things work in Barovia. Just bringing a coffin to the church for a funeral is unfortunately not something that's out of the ordinary here.
I understand. I suppose, do you wish for us to assist you with pallbearing duties, or?
Yes, if you could, I would greatly appreciate it.
Of course. And then, like, I look over at the 7-foot tall robot that's next to me. I'm sure it will not be a problem.
Just put it at an angle.
Behind him.
Put the robot in the middle.
In the middle of the coffin.
I must say, like Ignacio's like 5'11". I don't think. Yeah, I think he would probably have to like start like reaching up to like hold the coffin up with Beacon right there.
It's not like he has to like carry it above his head.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. I understand. The idea of it. Well, then, is there any other preparations that you would need to make before we assist in the delivering of your father to his final resting place?
No, all the preparations we've made well in advance.
Well, then let us be about it then.
Let us go. And he will.
And then, like, before we go to like move to the coffin, I kind of like take his shoulder. Do you or your sister need a moment before we proceed?
I appreciate it, Ignacio. We've had more than enough moments to make our peace, but thank you.
I understand. And then, I just continue to move on to like one of the pallbearing positions.
Mm-hmm. You would see Ismark immediately try to go lift it up, absolutely not able to, and then you guys go over and are pretty easily able to lift it.
Put the kid in the middle.
Yeah, well, it's like one of those things we're going to have one person on either end because we've got 3 people, and then like it also Ismark is there.
Ismark is here.
Ismark's here. All right, I guess we make our way out then.
So the trek to the church is about the same as the trek to Ismark's house, although longer. And as you're working your way towards this church that is atop the hill, there are less houses and therefore less people to gawk at you. Are you guys discussing anything on your way up there?
I guess I'm turning to like Ismark and like Arena, and I'm like, tell me of your father. What kind of man was he?
Oh, he was great. He was so brave and strong. He was such a good leader. It's And she will, like, Irina will turn and point up, and now that you guys are...
that's brilliant.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was like, I thought it was one of those things where it was like, he was so great and such a good leader, and then she was like, gonna like turn and glance at Ismark and then look away.
Not
I was
quite.
like, yo, that's brutal!
Not quite.
Okay.
She would turn, and now that you guys are out here in the sun, well, granted, sun in quotation marks, you can very clearly see that this village, the place that has been called Barovia Village, is very clearly in the shadow of the great castle that you all saw last night. And she will say, it's kind of hard for any of us to live in the shadow of Ravenloft, but he made every day a little brighter. He made it easier. Oh, also, something I forgot to mention is Irina is very clearly wearing a hooded cloak as she is making her way out.
I'm taking note of it. I'm not like saying anything about it. I just, back of the mind for later.
In your years living here, have you ever met someone such as myself?
Oh, you mean like, what are you exactly? Are you a robot?
A construct.
What do you mean? Tall?
Tall?
I am a construct.
Irina will shake her head and say, no, I've never seen anything quite like you. Where did you come from?
The ground.
The ground.
Much of my memory has been corrupted. However, I am very acutely aware that I am from the Kogan Valley.
Oh, where's that from?
Here, this land you know as Barovia is
Barovia, my friend.
Is conquered land. They did not earn this.
Ignacio in like the back of his mind is like, he did that on purpose. He totally did that on purpose. But then he doesn't like say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear like the slight hum of a comedy circuit.
I know it's that motherfucking comedy circuit.
She's just like looking at you like interested, like, wait, so you were here before Barovia was Barovia?
In my mind, it has never been Barovia.
And it was Kogan Valley, did you say? I've never heard of that.
Yes, the Kogan Valley.
And Ismark would shake his head and say, well, given what we know about the devil, it's not really out of the ordinary to say that he probably doesn't want it to be called anything else but Barovia.
It is it is my own silent bit of rebellion to continue to call it the Kogan Valley. I would invite you to join me in doing so if you are unsatisfied with the rulership.
I'll do that. I'll call it the Kogan Valley with you.
Pull out your phones and vote if you feel so strongly about it. Please join me. Sign my petition to rename Barovia from its colonizer name to its original Kogan Valley.
Yes.
Coke to the bowl.
Coke to the bowl. Liger, I think you're delirious.
A little bit, but like I'm still funny, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is good.
This is good stuff, anyway. Yeah.
Thalin, what are you talking about?
He's over it. He's just like, let's just get the casket up and put it where.
He's still like he's like tired and like cranky from his dream.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure he had a good dream.
Speaking of the devil, there wouldn't have happened to have been a period of time where where he was inactive, or where he stayed strictly in his manor and his reach did not extend beyond it. I suppose it may have been too far back to recollect, but
I wish that were the case. It sure would be peaceful.
Several hundred years ago.
I get the feeling this is not good.
Forgive me. The ramblings of a man who has been carrying a heavy burden for slightly too long.
Speak for yourself, Beacon says, holding the entire coffin by himself.
Okay, Beacon. Calm down. Not all of us are. Not all of us are 7 feet tall and made of metal.
Carry the whole thing, then.
So you guys would make your way to this church. Ignacio, you would immediately recognize the symbol of the Dawnfather of the Morning Lord on this church.
Lathander.
It's obviously weathered the assault of evil for centuries on end, and it's worn and weary. You would see a bell tower rising above the back, And you would see little bits of flickering lights coming from inside, and you would see that the wooden doors are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. Are any of you guys making any kind of moves to go to the door?
I mean, we're all still carrying the thing.
Yeah,
so
that's true. So while you're doing that, Irina would actually be the one to go open the doors for you. As the door creaks open, because of how quiet everything is here in Barovia, you would hear like prayers coming from the back hall, which I will say Beacon and Ignacio immediately clock as being prayers to the Morning Lord. Like, immediately it stops as you would see a figure inside turn to you and say, No, you mustn't! And then as you cross the threshold, you hear screams coming from below as you hear a voice called, Father! I'm so hungry! And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Why would you do that to me?
He's hungry. He's hungry.
He hungry.
I have to wait an entire week for this.